Hello, 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 y'all. Listen, I'm sorry, you guys. I was going to go on at 8, but with all this going on, I had to come on because I'm so blown away. And hello, Crystal. And I cannot believe what has come out today. Isn't that a coincidence that with all this Quentin stuff and then Jalissa being found, that they come out with today um that Kylie was an accident and all she had was THC in her bloodstream. Really? Cuz we know Sammy said that she had a lot more than that. I'm so upset. But let me go ahead and do the shout out to everybody that's in the chat. It has been wild on the YouTube streets and they found a perfect day to make a distraction, in my opinion. Hello, fried green tomatoes. Hello, Yaney and Robin Redmond and Michelle and Sherry and Snake Goddess and Anne Frank and Townsy. Look up Little Sash. She has a clear video picture of a male in the car with Callie. Exactly. Exactly, you all. Hello, D Lucky. Hello, Texas Brat Brat and Tree Tree and Crystal and Pat and Denise and Aaron and Snake Goddess and Unmasked Truth and Tree Tree and Anne Frank and Yorkshire. Bookworm. Let's see who is sending me a message. Okay. And Debbie and Joyce and Crystal. Ethanol and THC. I heard it was just THC. I didn't hear anything about ethanol. Hello, Pat. Sadly, no justice for Kylie. Hope they can live with that. There's something more sinister, in my opinion, going on in this case with that. Um, I really do think so. They did that on purpose, hoping nobody would make a deal about it since we'd been distracted with all these other cases. Exactly. Exactly. That is so evident here, you all. Hello, Debbie and Denise Oles. I couldn't find nothing new from law. It still states November 1. I've got it and I'm going to post it. I thought they said THC and ethanol. I thought it was just THC, but let me put this out for Lady of Love right quick and for her to come up if she wants to. And let me pull it up on my channel. Oh, sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. But let me pull it up on my panel because I put it on my channel on purpose so I can bring it up for you guys. What the police said about Kylie. Adventures of Purpose put a thing out. Let me bring that up and let you guys see that. Oh, sorry. I'm going to bring that up and let you see what Adventures of Purpose said. Um, which I thought they was going to release new stuff. Okay, so this is what Adventures of Purpose said. Um, our thoughts and prayers are with Kylie and her family. We trust today that thorough investigation has been completed and we stand by the decision released on their findings. Okay, so this is no foul play, right? Per and this is what AWP posted. Okay, so why has there been a 360-degree turnaround? Hello, Bo Evans. Sammy said she was obviously drunk. Yeah. And Tammy, hello, Tammy. Can't be an accident. She didn't strap herself in the truck. Exactly. Very sad, but unexpected as far as the ruling. Exactly. And I thought they were going to release these other, unless they are scared. And that's, well, I thought I'd put that out there. Well, let me see. I'll have to go back and look. Hey, Lady of Love, what's up?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Very upsetting news.
Exactly. Let me find the news and I'll bring it up about Kiely Rodni and what they really have to say. An update on what happened to her. Okay, so here we go. Let me see if I can find a video of it. Let me pull it back up here for you guys. I don't know why that's doing that.
Whatever happened to their November date?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They waited till all this rigmarole come out about Jalissa
Well,
and
all this stuff. Well, this all even the footage from the cams was just found.
exactly. Well, they're
It doesn't make any sense.
it's because they're just they know we're distracted with this little Quentin's case, so they're going to throw this out there so we don't get as upset. Kiely Rodni's death ruled an accidental drowning. No foul play suspected, police say. Truckee, California, police have determined the death of 16-year-old Kiely Rodni was an accidental. The Nevada Sheriff's Department office said an autopsy ruled her death results of drowning, and there's no information to suspect foul play. The teen went missing after attending a large party at Prosser Family Campground. Dozens of search crews spent weeks. Isn't this so weird? Let's see if they
Yeah.
found if they say anything about what they found in her system. Because I heard it was just THC. I didn't hear nothing about ethanol, but let's see if we can find that. Um, all I'm seeing is accidental drowning. I'm not seeing nothing about ethanol, but I did hear it was THC. Isn't that crazy, you all? Come on, really?
It's too much.
AWP said they would post the rest of the videos. I think they're afraid. I really do. I think that they've been warned. Isopropanol is a medical alcohol. I've not seen that where they said that. Yes, Elizabeth, I agree.
Did they say they found alcohol in her system?
I didn't see that part. I seen where they said THC, but I didn't see that. Hello, Diana. Lynn said AWP refuses to speak up now, confirms the official statement. Deleted request to speak on the previous findings at the time of the car body location. What did they see? Roadside assistant guy's statement. Exactly. In our opinions, guys. Hello, Kathy S. No information to suspect foul play. Exactly. In my opinion, you guys, they're covering it up. That's my
Yeah, I
opinion.
think it is a big cover up, and that's why AWP is backing off.
Zav has the autopsy report and is reading it on her channel. So, did she say it was ethanol unmasked? It would be on Fox 40, and law enforcement would be speaking out. We could pull that up. Hey, Audrey. They said they would not be doing toxicology testing. Why not?
I thought
What?
that's what we were waiting for.
Exactly.
See, and they went and cremated that body way early.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me bring up Fox News Kylie Rodney. I cannot and you know what? Why haven't they arrested this mommy for admitting that what is going on in our country, you guys?
Yeah, what happened to
What
that?
is going on?
These people providing the minor with who's a 16-year-old with alcohol,
I
Sammy,
mean,
and whatever parent that bought that stuff for these children.
there is something going on. I'm telling you what, let me pull this up.
Our favorite time
It's
of the year
almost
at Gateway
scary.
Nissan with a
Hang on.
fall sales event. New and pre-owned Altimas, Rogues,
This is
Sentras,
almost
and
scary
Frontier.
of what
Gateway
hello cat
Express
lady.
Delivery. We
Hang
bring
on,
it to
y'all.
your
Put that
front
down.
door. With every new Gateway Nissan, 2 years maintenance,
Get
no.
that. Here we go, guys. Is it not playing?
I don't hear sound.
Oh, it's not. I don't know.
Yeah,
What?
no sound.
No sound. Hmm. Let me go back. Um, Body Bonnie's case news. California court rules out foul play. Maybe this is Fox News. Maybe they'll talk on here now. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Our favorite time of the year at Gateway Nissan with a fall sales.
We got to pass these stupid commercials up. There's something. It's not. It's not. It must be a mess up on their behalf. because it's not saying it. So let's read what they have
Well,
to
it
say.
keeps going showing the AWP footage. That's weird.
I know. The death of Kiely Rodni, a California 16-year-old who vanished after an in summer high school party at Lake Tahoe in August, officially has been ruled accidental drowning. Authorities announced Thursday. Rodney last had been seen shortly after midnight at a party near Prosser Reservoir in Tahoe National Forest. Authorities initially treated her disappearance as a possible abduction and searched the area for more than 2 weeks without finding any signs of a missing girl in the Honda SRV. Despite conducting a okay, let's see. I can't stand reading all that other stuff. On August 21st, Adventures with Purpose. Then the water level dropped. Let's see what this said. Police later confirmed the remains found inside submerged was Rodney. However, autopsy was conducted on August after her remains were recovered, but officials had previously withheld the finding and said it expected the full autopsy and ready in November 1st. Why are they putting it out now? I mean, you respond to calls, but her
Because
statement,
they're going to cover that up. They don't want to put that out
no.
because that would prove that there was underage drinking at that party.
Oh, yeah, and them kids would have to be, well, that's not showing nothing. Darn it. Let's see if this one has got something on it. Maybe this one will say something. But I don't want to hear about all
Our
that other
favorite
stuff
time
that
of
we
the year,
already know.
Gateway Nissan.
This
I
is
want
that same one that you already pulled up that
yeah.
keeps going back to AWP footage.
I'm so PO'd. Oh, maybe this is it right here. Well, that's from a month
No,
ago.
no, that's not it. Those are all old.
Yeah.
Go to all and see what it's probably. They probably don't have a video up yet.
Kiely Rodni, California coroner rules out foul play. That's on Fox.
Yeah, that's new because it says missing 15 year. Well, that says
That's the
15
one
minutes
I've
ago.
been. Yeah, that's the one. This has been an hour ago. Nevada County coroner rules out Kylie's death. Um, Kiely Rodni is a teen who went missing in August. Was declared accidental by Nevada coroner. The ruling based on pathology finding that her death was a result of drowning and that there was no other information to suggest she was a victim of foul play. Rodney
Horse
was last
shit.
seen with 100 minors, apartment missing. Let's see if there's anything about. Let's see. Maybe this will work. This is POing me off.
I know. I'm very upset about this.
And I'm also PO'd of why they haven't arrested that mom. She admitted that she threw that baby in a dumpster. Why? But she didn't remember, but she knows what is going on here, you guys.
Position.
The Adventures with Purpose search and recovery dive team from Oregon searched Prosser Lake yesterday, where they made that fateful discovery. They scoured the areas
I don't
which
think
were
this is
already
it.
searched out by
This is an
multiple.
old
That's an
one.
old video too. Why are they?
Turn my phone real quick and I'll find out where it was. The fire cam footage swayed the majority to an accidental theory. They aren't concerned with the few left who don't believe. But you know what? That can be very manipulated.
Well, not only that, it looked like somebody had a spotlight out there looking. So what were they looking for? Those cars, the way they were
Absolutely.
acting, to me, just proved that it was foul play.
Absolutely. I mean, to
They
me,
blocked that traffic off, and they have statements from party people saying that was blocked off at the
they have
sanctuary
statements that she was so intoxicated
that
that
she
she
couldn't even
couldn't
walk. Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Not to mention all the other stuff inside that car. And AWP is not going. It's. I'm sure they're scared. I mean, they're having to go up against what, the police.
Oh yeah.
I really hope that something happens here, and
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Me too. I don't get it either. I don't. But I do think it's awful funny that since they released the footage, what this is going on with little baby Quinton. Hello, Chris Mulcher. Explain Georgia rules on charges with murder. Exactly. Um, hello, Gail R. Hello, our country is in reach of all times. I do believe we're in the last days, you guys. I 100% believe it.
I believe
Um,
so too.
I mean, there's obviously some shady stuff going on in this country. Um, obviously are. Let me pull up because I think you sent. Now the stuff you're sending me. What is that? Is that Kiely Rodni or is that
What stuff?
somebody
Um,
just sent me something? Hang on.
I haven't sent you nothing yet. I still have it on my
I thought
screen right
somebody
now.
sent me something. Hang on.
I have stuff for baby Quentin's case when we're ready to talk about that.
Okay,
But I got to send it to you email.
but let me go back and look and see. But there, GI up the last few messages. Go up the last few messages. Let's see. Hello, A Gate. Hello. It really sad that what happened. I know it is. If this was my daughter, I would hire a lawyer for sure. But then again, this would never be my daughter. Well, the thing is, too, is you guys are forgetting that they're telling us to mind our business now. And hello, Gail. I'm telling you what, I just don't understand it. I don't. I am
No,
so bum puzzled about it.
there was
And
just too much pointing that something serious happened right at that same time. The mass exodus and the
mhm,
road being blocked. And she was the only one that was let through that road besides the cars that were down there circling around and trying to find her after
and
that.
what we seen in that car, I
I don't
mean,
get it.
I don't get it either, but I think there's something more, a lot more sinister going on, in my opinion, than what uh what we even know. I think,
Even Sammy's statements, her own statements.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Sammy's statements. I mean, everybody's outraged. Everybody. Here's the thing. Here, where Sweetie Po, I'll show you this. Sweetie Pie Low put on this on this. Let me bring this up because she's PO'd too. I really like her. She's such a sweet
Yeah, she's a
person.
sweetheart.
She put Sweetie Pie put Kylie Rodney's tox results showed she had no alcohol in her system, supposedly. She had THC in her system, according to TMC. She uh, she got that rip roar messed up off weed or what? Released your footage, AWP. By all accounts, she was drunk, but she wasn't drunk, confused. Her friends are full of brown stuff. Sammy said they drank from the same cup all night. And Sammy also said she was very inebriated, right?
Well, and the statement saying that she was falling into holes and come on now.
Hmm.
Do they
She
really
also,
think that the public's just gonna just stop and not
well, it's
demand
not
more
all that.
answers? The fact that they cremated
Exactly.
that body that soon, I couldn't even believe that.
Exactly. Sammy lied. Then no, you know what I think? What was it, Sammy? Elsa said the same thing. Elsa said she fell in a hole. She was so out of it that
Yeah.
she fell in the hole. They are covering this up, in my opinion. There's no doubt in my mind that. And why is AWP not going to release the rest of it? They're accepting this because they're scared, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. I think they're scared and that's why they're accepting this. But you know what, guys? There's nothing we can do. We can raise Cain and whatever, but only God can deal with this. There's something more going on because I'm telling you, like, why did they was supposed to release this on November 1st, but now that all this stuff is going, I mean, now that all of this is going on with baby Quentin, they think our minds are off Kylie now and on to baby Quentin and Jalissa's death. And so, perfect time to put this out while everybody's distracted, in my opinion. Who said that AP isn't releasing it? They're accepting it. I just put it out there where they're accepting it. Hello, bless Lulu. Georgia isn't like Texas when it comes to murder cases. So when they said they got one shot, they can only charge it once, not a hold on the word of mouth. The grandmother, though, why can't they get the grandmother for sending that message? I don't understand it. Exactly. No justice at all for none of them. And I have a source that has been talking to the grandma of the baby, and she says that the mother was there all day yesterday in the police station. That's according to what she told me. All day in the police station. So I don't know. The mother also has bruising, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
she's got. You're talking about Quentin's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her face is all bruised up. Her hand was all bloody and bruised, and she had cuts above her eye. And she was
Mm-hmm.
blocking her face from the camera and wouldn't make any statements. She wouldn't even look at the camera.
I'm gonna bring that up so we can see that. I think it's in our chat, right?
Yeah, I sent those pictures over there. I even
Okay.
lightened it in some areas so you could see things better.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's bring it up. So I think there was violence. In my opinion, there was violence in this house with this baby. Because if the grandma beat her up, the mother, we obviously seen that the grandma uh is also being violent. We know that she's violent. We've seen it. So is this the pictures? You can
Yeah,
kind of
there's a cut above her eyebrow there, and on the side of her head, that's all blood. And I sent another picture so it'll show the bruising more.
like right here.
Yeah, all around her face, the tip of her fingers. Go to the other one.
Let's see. Oh, that's
That
Christine sent
was
us
Christine.
this one.
Yeah, see the tip of her finger?
Uh huh.
It's all black. Her nails are all black. At least the vessels in her fingers are all messed up. So they must have gotten a fight, and who knows? Maybe this is how the information came out from what the
Maybe
grandmother
she
was
did know
saying.
Revens. Hey, Selena. I wonder a petition for the reward. The Sand Fam. Hello, the Sand Fam. I cried for the poor baby. A lot of people have. Maybe AWP will release the other videos. I don't think they will. I'm gonna pull that up where they said that they're accepting it. This is the mother yesterday before she went to the police station. And I was told she was pulled over and took to the police station.
Well, no, she was not. This was she was actually in a white truck, and
Hello.
she's driving the white truck. She was going somewhere. The reporter didn't say she was going to the police department, but that she wouldn't respond to
Why would Kylie have
request to
ethanol?
make comments.
Why would Kylie have ethanol in her system? That's what I would like to know. What exactly is ethanol? Is that
I have
alcohol?
no clue. Um,
Somebody sending me something. Oh, okay. Let's see what else we got here.
Frankie says it can be. It's
Is that a form of alcohol ethanol is? Because I thought it was a little different. Um, but I don't know. Also I want to play the babysitter as well and what she had to say this morning. Um, Let me find it here.
I just sent one to you.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. We're gonna
That was
play that
I think that one was from last night.
the video that
Yeah,
she
because
had.
it's dark out, and I'm guessing that's was after the fact. And she said there was a lot of yelling in the street. So
Oh
interesting.
yeah. So they came out there last night. And then the grandma. What am I doing? Hang on, y'all. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. Let's play this and see what she has to say because it was sad. I watched it last night as well. Here, let's go. Here we go.
She couldn't even talk at first.
Not your average pilot. Hello.
There's
There
too
it
many
is.
people
Oh,
asking me about
okay.
where Leilani is,
Thank you, remain
and I'm
calm.
outside of my house. I heard the cops are coming for her, so we've been out here waiting. It's raining. Um, she was in the road. There was a lot of commotion, and then everything just went dark. So I don't know where she is right now. I don't see any cars. I can turn the camera around.
Hello.
There's no cars. If you look right there where that car is going past, that's her house. It's totally dark. It's totally dark. I've had so many messages at one time asking, have I seen Leilani just in the last hour, 45 minutes. I did see her. I was at the truck, me and my girls outside, and we seen her in the road, and they were cussing, and she was trying to leave. And then a vehicle had pulled in, and she went back towards the house. So I don't know where she is right now. I want to see her arrested. Um, and the reason I came live is because everybody is asking me all these questions, and I cannot answer all these questions. So I just came on, but I can go out here. I mean, it's raining. It's raining really hard. Um, but I can show you where the house is. And she was out here. Um, oh, it's lightning. It's raining and lightning out here. But see, let me turn it around. It's dark on the road. They turned all the lights off, but they were in the road arguing, and we seen Leilani, but she just disappeared. So I don't know where they're at now. But this is what we're doing. But I just wanted to let y'all see because I've had so many questions and messages. I couldn't just answer them all. But yeah, that is what's going on. That's all I know. I know that they put on that the FBI and cops were coming to get her. But I don't know. We can't believe it. Quentin is gone. But it's not the outcome we wanted. But I'm gonna go now.
How sad is that? How sad is that? I hope Quentin is treated like Kylie. I don't know, you all. It's so sad. Hello, Marie. Hello, hello. I'm scared for that baby and those and the kids. I do too. Well, at least he saved his baby sister. You
Well,
know.
and also the FBI actually really dove, and even the police department, into this case, and they've been doing everything. I really wish that's what we would have seen in Kylie case after all that.
Hmm.
It's hard to separate the two cases right now because I was working on the case, on Quentin's case, and doing the timeline and typing that up, and then Kylie's information came out, so it was like a blow in the head.
I mean, yeah, and they knew that we were all focusing on Quentin right now, and so that's why they did it.
Yeah, they
Hello.
said they were going to wait until November, and then all of a sudden here it comes.
Yeah, they thought it would get big with Jalissa, and everybody kind of focused back on them again. Let's see. Les Diana Hart. She truly loved little Quentin. She called him Monkey. He so loved her. There are some cute pictures of her and Q. Yeah, he's a sweet little baby, you all. Look here at him. Just precious. He's a precious little one.
Yeah.
Um, his mom was Hawaiian too. I've seen pictures of her and him together. Yes, Kylie's case is, in my opinion, too. I definitely think the same thing, bless Lulu. Same thing. Definitely do think that it's a cover up. And I don't understand
A
why.
big one, a big cover up.
Mhm.
And way too many people involved, and I think it was a massive cover up. Because why
Uh,
didn't they care about the stuff that came out of the car?
we didn't even
Who
try.
knows what else is at the bottom of that lake?
Guys, I've told y'all all wrong that I thought Kylie's case was bigger than what we think.
Yeah, sinister too.
Very sinister and a lot bigger and a lot deeper. And I think Jalissa is involved with it. I think these other people that was that found was might be a part of it. Like their deaths might have been connected to this. I think this could be a big thing. They're saying that they found ethanol and THC in her system, no alcohol, right? That's what I heard. I hope my house I hope my house to anyone who can't handle their babies. I open my house too. I'll take these babies. I mean, they could have took him to the babysitter. Something happened.
I don't know if somebody
Hey,
has that
Angry.
toxicology report and can send it to Daisy
Where's Christine at? She's been doing a lot on this thing too.
so we can share it here.
Yeah, oh, are you looking for it right now? The toxicology.
No, I said if somebody has it in chat that can send it to you. I don't have it. I was working on
I don't
Quinton's.
believe it was an accident. No way. I don't believe it was an accident. I think there were a lot more people in that car. And I think the AWP has been invited. And this is just my opinion, y'all, not to say nothing. For alcohol, Kylie may have been huffing. Well, we all know that she's been was drinking, according to what Sammy said on American that American guy's channel, that she had been drinking. Let me see if I can find the
Yeah, that they
toxicology.
were drinking out of each other's cup and sharing each other's alcohol.
But then, yeah,
Exactly. So let me see if I can find the toxicology report here. Um, okay, so I think Zav might have had it. So let's look and see what it says. Let me pull her up here, and I'm gonna let y'all see it because I think she has it. So
That footage, even the footage with the
put it
headlights and
right
all
here.
that, and the car going down there. Even if we threw out the roadside story, his story, because apparently, by that footage, it does look like she went in that day. But the issue with that footage is with that camera being 2 miles away. I mean,
So
somebody could have parked by that road and it just kind of
here's the
looked like
toxicology. They took
by the
this
way.
from the liver from Kylie. Ethanol was normal. Nicotine presumed positive, so she must have smoked. Caffeine, cotinin positive. What is that?
I have
THC
no clue.
positive.
Never
Cotin
heard of that.
positive. So, huh,
Cotinine?
cotinine. Hang on, let me slow this down right quick. I want to show you guys this.
Cotinine? Something like
Cotinine.
that.
Somebody can y'all look that up for me while we're doing this? Okay, so THC she was positive for. She was positive for cotinine, caffeine, nicotine, but her ethanol was normal. Y'all, I know how to read this stuff. I read
Okay,
these.
so they come out and say this is an accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is only off of the coroner's report.
This was all from her liver, y'all. This was taken from her liver.
But
Go ahead.
okay, so they're saying that the coroner ruled this is an accident based on their information?
Could have been Oxycontin, Debbie,
So have they not wrapped up the
but it's not
investigation
saying it.
on the car and the black box?
I don't know.
Because this is saying the coroner's report is saying it's an accident. It has the police department come out and said it's an accident, or the FBI,
Yeah, I think they
because
did.
they had other things they were working on, right? The black box, and then they just got that footage from the cameras
Let's see
too.
what we got here. Test,
I'm
postpartum,
confused.
tissue. Okay. White capsule plastic, that means in the liver tissue. Homeogenic container not given.
Revi said
Remember, you guys, I
cotinine.
can read some of these things.
Revi said cotinine is a product formed after the chemical nicotine enters the body.
Okay, thank you. Here we go. Let me stop this. What it's saying. Okay. The report was forwarded to the Corner Division Deputy Mickey were the Patrol Division. On August 23rd, Placer County Forensic Pathology Dr. Gregory Reber, MD, performed an autopsy on the remains of Kiely Rodni. Positive identification of the descendant has been made by Detective Josephine Strachan during the autopsy. Detective Strachan was present during the autopsy and documented her observations and the method of the identification in the supplemental report to the original person's report. and it just has the case number. I have recently reviewed the pathology final report of the autopsy, which listed the cause of death in this case as drowning. There were no other significant contribution conditions listed. I conferred with Detective Sonner, and he told me there was no indication of foul play regarding the criminal investigation into the death of Kiely. The manner of death in this case has been determined to be accidental. What do y'all think about that? Her mom gets 100,000 now or something like that. Wow. Let me see here what else they've got on here. Report forward to the vision. The coroner's office, Nevada County coroner's office. Hang on, guys. This is crazy. So it's listing her jewelry. She had jewelry on her right wrist, a necklace, and rings. On the above data and time, I attended the autopsy for DCO Kiely Rodni at Pacer County Morgue in Roseville. At the completion of the autopsy, I collected the following items of jewelry. So that's just telling what they got off Kiely. We will never know the truth, you guys. In
No,
life.
and Sammy was able to go through and do these teen to teen meetings, and oh, this just is so upsetting.
On August 23rd, approximately 10:20 hours, I received a phone call from Captain Sam Brown. Captain Sam Brown told me the Senate in case has been positively identified as Kiely Rodni. After I spoke to Captain Brown, I called the descendants' parents, Daniel Rodney and Lindsay Rodney Neiman. I offered to meet with Daniel and Lindsay, and they both told me to update them on the phone. I told Daniel and Lindsay the descendant had been positively identified as Kiely Rodni. Huh. Why didn't they want to go out there and see her? I would have wanted out there and seen her. If that was my child, I would definitely want to see. Well, I don't know. I'm just,
That's true, Karen. Karen says Sammy doing that and her parents being an attorney is a conflict of interest. Yeah, because she was doing the teen to teen meetings privately, right?
exactly.
So
And then
sad. Hi, Franklin
remain
Tomatoes.
says here remains moved by Truckee Tahoe Mortuary Funeral Counselor Isa Babcock arrived on the scene and transported the descendants' remains to Pacer County facility at approximately 9:20 on 8/21/22.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's another thing is the autopsy was done in Placer County, not
Yeah.
Nevada County. They used Placer County morgue for all that stuff.
No items of property were removed from the descendant. Any items taken from the scene would be noted in supplemental reports by investigators. Vehicle. I was told the silver 2013 Honda CRV California plate, that is, was going to be towed by the FBI and taken to their facility in Sacramento for additional processing. I was advised the vehicle will be returned to Truckee, California Highway Patrol for their vehicle accident investigation team to perform their investigation. Case disposition. The case is pending the forensic pathology findings for identification and cause of death. End of report. Okay. And we just seen that. Let's see if she's going to scroll back up and we'll read the rest of it. I can't see right now the chat, so if anybody, anything, please let me know. Let me see. Okay, here's the statement. And I was revived to be advised by Detective Soner that he believed the descendant was Kiely Rodni based on his investigation. He did not obtain any additional statements related to the case while I was on the scene. Mortuary. Detective Soner told me the descendant was going to be transferred directly to the Pacer County morgue and scheduled for examination on Tuesday. No mortuary photos were taken by the investigator. I'm waiting for it to go down to read some more, you all. I think so too. And I'm sorry, you guys, this is going kind of slow. I got it on slow mode so I can see. I'm sure AWC were upset. Well, actually, they posted that they supported the decision. So I think
Um,
I think that there's something more going on. That's what I think.
yeah,
Um,
it was like they did a complete flip flop, and that was even before that this footage with the accident stuff came out. So, with the camera footage that came out from that tower that was showing those cars going in, or it looked like going into the water. But what doesn't make any sense is there's two different timestamps in there where it looks like cars go into the water, and guess what? Only one car was found in the water, so it doesn't make any sense either.
Incident of report, campground. I was advised a female descendant was located in within the cargo space of the vehicle. Kiely Rodni was reported to have been driving. What? Wait,
you know,
okay. I
you know,
responded to the location to handle the coroner's case. Scene. I arrived on the scene approximately 1900 hours, which is 7 o'clock p.m., and FBI agents. FBI crime scene technicians, Pacer County Sheriff's Office, deputies, California Highway Patrol officers, Truckee Police Department officers, detective from Nevada County Sheriff's Department were all near a tow truck. I spoke to Detective Soner, who advised me that law enforcement divers had hooked the tow truck winch to the vehicle under the water and were assisting with recovering the vehicle. I waited until the vehicle was removed from the car and I was given permission to begin the investigation. Okay, let's go back up a little bit where it has on her position. Okay. Body position. There was a white female descendant located in the rear cargo compartment of the silver 2013 Honda CRV. The right leg of the descendant was against the pillar of the back seat and resting near the headrest. The remainder of the descendant was behind the seats and not visible from the outside the vehicle. FBI agents and technicians don TVEC suits and protective gears and enters into the vehicle. The body was removed under the supervision by FBI agents and FBI crime scene technicians. The body was placed into a large black vinyl body bag, visually inspected, and the bag was sealed. No items were removed from the descendant's person, and the remains were later transported by the Truckee Tahoe mortuary director to Pacers County um, morgue. Oh, look here.
Placer County Morgue, yeah.
Body's condition. Let me go up just a little bit more so I can read more about that because I'm very interested in that. Oh, shoot. Let me go back. Hang on. Okay, back a little bit more.
And
Okay,
just so everybody knows, this was from Zav's Live. That she's
yeah, this is from Saffron. The body showed obvious signs of bloating, lividity, and decomposition. There was skin sloughing, and no positive identification could be made due to the decomposition presence on the face. Hmm. Detective Soners told me the descendant was going to be transferred. So we've read all that part already. So, she was swelled. Hey, True Crime with Don B. What's up, Don B? What's up? You want to come up and talk to us about this? We're reading the toxicology report. Isn't that crazy? I don't believe it, in my opinion. This is a
no.
cover it. No accident, foul play. I agree. I agree. I agree, you
I
guys.
wish I wish AWP would release more footage of that. The footage
Mhm.
from the car underwater, release that.
I don't think they're going to.
Because we know
I
they have
really
more
don't. I
footage of
think they're
that.
scared. I think that they've been advised not to. I mean, their hands may be tied. They
Yeah,
may
because
want
they did
to.
a complete change and everything changed. And it was before that footage from the fire cam came out.
Yeah. I think that's all of it, you guys, on
And they
that
even
one.
stopped talking to everybody in
There's
the
Don
public.
B.
Like they were, they were doing all those interviews.
Mhm.
What's
Hello,
going
Dombey.
What's going on, everybody?
We're so mad and aggravated. We don't know what to think about all this case.
Are you madder than a hornet with its nest getting swatted?
Yes.
I'm madder than a wet hen. I just don't know what to think about it, to be
I'm
honest
just
with
now
you.
finding out.
I can't believe that they've ruled her death accident.
Well, what
And that's
caused
what
the
it sounds like.
accident?
They're just saying it was an accident. They didn't say. The only
Well,
thing they found, go ahead.
something had to cause it.
All that they're saying that they found in her was THC, caffeine, and nicotine. That's it. Can you believe
And
that?
ethanol.
No, the ethanol results was normal for the body.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nicotine,
Oh,
caffeine.
and
Um,
and
what's that
THC.
cotinine?
That's just something that has to do with the nicotine levels. There was,
Delta 9. Oh, she eating some gummies?
yeah,
well,
I
it
guess.
says ethanol is the result is 88.
Yeah, but that's normal for the body. Your body has
Oh,
levels.
I see. Okay.
Oh, so in the range, it's ranged as normal.
It's in normal. It's not
Yeah,
like
kind of like your cholesterol and stuff like that.
So
yeah.
Sammy's statements of her drinking and falling over and doing all that other stuff.
Hmm.
Um,
And this was all taken from her liver tissue. Guys, I know how to read this. I've been reading this for years as a nurse.
oh yeah, you've read labs for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I know how to read. Like your body has different levels of everything in it. A
Yeah,
lot.
it'll show below, it'll show normal, and it'll show above or high.
Hmm. So she
Um,
didn't have abnormal ethanol in her body. It is
I don't
there.
see nothing. Let's see. Now, is that the complete toxicology?
According to what Zav Girls got on here, it is that this is. I've
How
not
could
seen
she be
anything
so
else.
screwed up to drive into the lake just off that?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Well, and Lady of Love here has been to Truckee to that lake, and she couldn't even get her car down there. There was such big potholes.
Well, just like what's his name, Doug?
Hmm.
Yeah, even in that footage, you see how fast she was driving to get down to that water. It was like somebody was on a mission to get that car into the water. That's what it looked like to me.
I mean,
Well,
even Doug and him was down there, and he said this is not a wrong turn road.
Correct.
exactly. Hello,
I could only
Cheryl.
drive
You
3
can
miles an
come on.
hour and not even that fast on many parts of that dirt road. And it's a lot longer than it looks. It looks like a short distance on the maps. It's not.
I mean, her dad took off out there on a 4-wheeler, and he wasn't going fast.
Right. But she was going. Have you watched that video of her going down that mountain into the water? Yeah, she was a flying.
Why would she not even go through the open window of the vehicle if that was the case? How would her
Yep.
body get all the way in the back of that vehicle being turned over and upside down? Did her body float all the way back into that
Um,
area?
Hmm.
So
I'd
funny.
say this is to be continued.
I don't know. AWP posted that they were an acceptance of that, but they were to release 2 more videos that obviously they're not going to do now.
Do what?
They were going to release 2 more videos.
Yeah, I know. You mean they're not? I mean, the
Yeah, they
whole.
came out and made a statement, said that they're not
Yeah,
going.
they've
They're
made a statement. I'll
they're
bring that
accepting this
statement up. Hang on.
No, they
accident.
can't. They can't do that.
I think they're scared, Don. Let me tell you something, Don. There's more people in that car than I've got. We've looked at it. We found it. There is a lot of
Yeah,
people in
I
that
got
car.
a lot
There's
more I
more
haven't even
something.
shared yet.
There's more going on in this case that we can't even describe. And I think that all these people right here, I'm gonna bring it up where AWP. Um, I think there's something more sinister going on in this case, and I think that either law enforcement has got under investigation and can't come out with it, But right here's what they put. I'll read it for you guys. This is what AWP put. Our thoughts and prayers are with Kiely and her family. We trust today that a thorough investigation has been completed and will stand by the decision released on the findings.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
the whole, it looks suspicious to me. And the whole,
Yep.
that's not a wrong turn road. They're going to let it go.
They're going to let it go. And they waited until all this noise with this Quentin baby's case come out. In my opinion, the
Yeah,
Jalissa
because
being found and now the Quentin baby stuff's out.
they
What in
said
the
they were going to
world
wait
is
till
going on?
November, and now
Yeah,
here we
November
are.
1st or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no way that girl was messed up enough on Delta 8 or Delta 9 THC to go down that road of flying like she did into that water and not be able to get out of that water in time.
Well, not to
See,
mention the fact that that road was blocked off by another car, and a lot of distractions were taking place. And then
Yeah.
Kylie's car drove through there, so nobody else could go down there, just the cars that were already down there. And they were circling around down there.
so,
Family
I think
clearly
somebody else
stated
drove
that
that car
she
down
was
into that water.
delivered.
so now we're stuck wondering what
What?
Nick seen when he went down there and looked at Kylie's
I know
car.
what Nick's seen.
Yeah,
He's
there's
seen more than one body in that car.
people need to start clearing up that footage
I
that's
can bring the
out there
picture up.
and start really looking at that.
Hmm.
Hang on, and I'm gonna bring it up for Don B. That picture that this there was somebody strapped in the back seat too. They blurred it out, and you can clearly see the fish swimming into the blurred out
Oh,
version.
didn't we go over that one night? You said you
Yeah.
could see her hair and all that.
Well,
Oh,
that was
there.
another person,
No, there's stuff in that front seat, but
but we found when I was going over the footage on slow mode. I
Mm-hmm.
she's
also
talking about
found
she's talking about when you're looking into that back seat area.
Yeah.
You can see to the left what was going, what they had blurred out. It had looked like moving hair, and it looked like reddish brown hair.
I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
it up the picture. I circled it. It's
But
way back
also,
there.
what we've seen in the front seat area. And there's a lot of stuff that I haven't even talked about that I can see. And other people are going and looking at that footage and seeing it now too. So,
Yeah, if you put it on slow on 25 and just watch it really slowly, it will freak you out. I'm gonna bring that up here. Well, I want Don to see it where I've got it circled. And in this one, the one with the hair hanging upside down in the passenger seat, and if you go back and watch the AWP footage, they never show the passenger. They never get down and show the passenger seat inside the car, like or the back part of the passenger side. They only show the driver's side back, and
Yeah.
they get down and look into the car of. Gosh, it's so far back. Let me hang
I
on.
mean, I know that it's their video, their channel, but
Yeah,
I mean, I am a little disappointed that they're not coming out and
with the other one and
yeah,
challenging it. Well, the thing is, if they're telling them that they release that information, they could go to jail or anything like that. Not saying that they are, allegedly, then they can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is something more sinister, like human trafficking or sacrifice, and I think there's cults out there. I think it's a part of a cult, in my opinion. Um, then, then I would be terrified if I was AWP. I'd
well,
be.
I mean, it's if it's a world accident, there's no crime here.
Mhm. Yeah, if she would have had alcohol, then there would have had to been some kids arrested for it, in my opinion.
Maybe that accidentally got left off
Yep, in my opinion, that's just my opinion of it. What
because
man?
Don, why wouldn't she, if she went into that water, why would she not go out an open window or even the half down window in the back seat area?
she
Yeah,
was in the hatch.
I know.
and
That's what doesn't make any
Nick
sense. What about the seatbelt that was shed into that hatch?
and
Right.
Nick positively identified her, but according to this report that's up, she was unidentifiable.
Yeah, and the stuff that he's saying as he's going around that car in the water is very
Uh-huh.
interesting too.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
just
I
nothing
can't
makes
believe
sense. Sammy's
I
statements.
found it and I just lost it. But anyway, according to this report, Nick that she was unrecognizable, to, so that's why they had to do it. But Nick said that he found her. I mean,
Hmm.
that he identified her. So and RT is from Truckee. He is a resident in Truckee, and he said that everything is quiet in Truckee. Everything is quiet.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's just like Gatlinburg. It's a tourist town, and they do not want. They want this gone.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I think you're right, Don. I
If
really
they
do.
put out there that something sinister happened in this case, because
I
Tahoe,
do.
Truckee, all those are very there. There's a lot of tourists that go through there.
Yeah.
Imaginary Peach. What do you want me to show? The report where it says that. Because I can, but you know what? Even down to the family, they said allegedly. I want to say this is all allegedly. The parents let well, very rich people have private parties there. They even had a helicopter pad, and we all know what the rich elites allegedly do. They're into Satanism, y'all.
Hey, I bet they don't have no more parties there now. Because
Yeah.
um, I mean, I'm surprised that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe the son or daughter of some high-powered attorneys were there. Maybe
Hello, Morning Dove.
commissioners,
Exactly. Well, Sammy's mom and was an attorney. Is an attorney.
um, doctors.
Uh huh.
I mean, what if you're a well-known what's them surgeons that work on your joints and stuff?
Orthopedic.
Yeah, what if you're a well-known orthopedic surgeon
Mm-hmm.
and you know your son's name gets brought up in this party where
Uh huh.
a girl died? We don't want that getting out there.
No
Yeah,
way.
like somebody's son
Or a
being at that
judge's
from that
gift.
Placer County sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
One of those parents in there had a child at that party.
Yeah, what if the district attorney had a child that went to that party?
Mm-hmm. And I think
Explain that one.
possibility. There's a lot of money in that town's what I heard. Millionaires.
And they don't want it to dry up.
No, they don't.
You
They
know,
want us to believe that a person couldn't drive with nanogram of THC in her system. I don't believe THC made that girl drive down that road at a
I don't think.
fast pace.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think she was driving. Whoever was driving, I think, got out. But I do have reasons to believe that there's other people that in that vehicle.
Cheech and Chong could drive through an obstacle course on that.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong, yeah, exactly, exactly.
And Kylie knows her way around that place. She's been there plenty of times.
I think there was more than one person that doing that. Miss bless you, Lulu. She said somebody paid big bucks this case to shut up. Must have had.
Well, they have ways of shutting people up. Let's just put it
Yeah,
that way.
it's called the town of Truckee.
Man, but don't you think it's odd also that with this little baby Quentin's case that they've not arrested the mother when the grandmother came out on social media and said that she admitted that the baby was in a landfill? What is up with this? What is
Can
up
you
with
can you
this?
arrest somebody for just admitting something?
Yeah, when there's a baby
No, they
missing,
I can
what you
explain
think?
that because they only have one shot of arresting this this mother, and they need to have that. They need to have all their ducks in a row. So there's a reason why they have not arrested her yet. They also don't think she's a flight risk. I don't think that mother's going to let her take off.
I
Period.
just wonder if there's someone else
Her mother.
involved because I mean, it took her what 3 hours to. Was she waiting for someone to?
Yeah, probably the boyfriend.
No, no. Well, I heard that that they pulled her over yesterday. And she spent most of the day in the police department yesterday.
But they
No.
didn't pull her over. I watched that entire footage, Daisy.
Uh-huh.
It is, the news was going up to the vehicle. She came out of the driveway. The news was going up to the truck, and she put her hand up to there, wouldn't talk to them or answer any of their questions, and then she drove off. That's what that was. So the news person didn't say where she was going, and there was nobody that had pulled her over at that point.
No, this is coming from a family member that said that they had pulled her over.
Well, remember, even the babysitter's video says that she heard that too, but then she was there at the house even later that night. So
I
out in the
mean,
road
Yeah, I know,
arguing.
but they said she'd been at the police department all day in the police department yesterday.
I know they're naming her as a prime suspect. I just wonder,
Yeah. Well,
do
they
you,
did put heat on her for sure.
I want to know y'all's opinion.
Okay.
My opinion is they should charge the grandmother with child endangerment.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
y'all agree?
Yeah,
Yes. Absolutely.
you know what's funny is I want to know the answer to this, because what I learned was that the mother, or yeah, Leilani's mother, gave them an eviction notice. She went and filed that. Let me get the dates, because I was just typing up the timeline. She gave them let's see, what day was that?
Going over this, y'all. This our country's getting scary.
I'm over here eating wings, by the way, guys.
Let me
Are you?
pull up this timeline real quick so I can look at it.
It won't happen just like with Kylie. People will cover it up. I mean, it's all these cases, every one of them. Summer Wells's case, this baby's case, Kylie's case. I mean, do you all not think it's weird that Jalissa was found the same way those other two people who went missing when Kiely Rodni
Yeah, the
went
couple from
missing?
Yuba City.
They all got in car wrecks and were found over a mountain. Do you all not think that's weird?
So on September 8th, which a lot of people don't even know this information, Billy Joe wanted her daughter, her boyfriend, and Danny to move out of her home. And on this day, Billy Joe went and filed for an eviction with the courts for Leilani, Danny, and the kids to move out. She put the kids on there too, and that's in the court documents. So Leilani and Danny found out about the eviction on September 16th, but refused to move out. So even the day that Quinton went missing, they were still all living in the same home.
And even after that point, she let that woman watch that boy.
Yeah, she has full legal custody of both kids. Why would she even ask them, the mother, to, if you think a mother is an unfit mother, why would you tell her to move out with her kids
I'm
and go
telling you,
file that
the
with the court?
thing happened in my family. Well, not well, a part of my family, in that situation with my grandson.
Christine.
The great grandmother got custody of him. My husband's grandson that I've raised when he was newborn because he was withdrawn. And we did not know it at the time. We kept him, and the great grandmother let the mother go and the grandmother go to the hospital for 2 weeks, lay and do pills, steal, rob the flower shop, you name it. And she was nowhere to be found. They came in and took both the children, and I ended up with the children. They got her for neglect, but in the state of Kentucky, you don't get arrested for neglect. It's not considered a like crime. So yeah, that's what happened. Same scenario. When these kids are in supervised visitation and they're not allowed to be around their parents, if you take off and leave them kids in that watching them children and they're supposed to be supervised, you are neglecting them children.
And
According
see,
to
that may be the reason why we're not seeing a lot of charges come right away too, is because there could be, like, the grandmother could be facing a felony child endangerment charge.
Yeah, and she should.
Absolutely. And did you see the video of how violent the grandmother was?
Well, yeah. I think there's a lot of issues in that family that we don't know of that will come out. But at the end of the day, we'll probably look back and go, yeah, I can see that. like drug use,
Yeah.
um, drug use, alcohol use,
Hmm.
um, and people do, I can see her not knowing what she. I mean, there you take a cocktail of pills. You probably won't even know what year it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
But
Um,
even knowing that her daughter was in that situation where she has a drug issue or a pill addiction or whatever it was, why would you leave these two babies with her
exactly,
and leave town?
right.
exactly.
Exactly.
What's up, Christine?
And
Hi.
another thing is that's very interesting is the baby was last seen in the playpen. You know where the playpen is, right? It's that area outside that they have set up outside. So was that baby left outside in that playpen by himself at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I think little Quentin and his brother usually sleeps in that playpen sometimes together because there are photos and video of them two together
But is
sleeping.
it the playpen outside though, Christine, in
Christine.
that
Yeah.
area?
Yep.
It's
Christine,
that.
did you hear
Yeah.
about them ruling Kylie Rodni death as accidental?
What?
Accidental
Accidental.
drowning, and all that was in her system was THC. Right here's the investigating report here.
Yeah,
I
Maria
thought that
said.
she was so drunk she couldn't drive and all this stuff.
Exactly. And isn't it funny that it was released when all this other noise is going on? In my opinion, it's a cover up. In my
Yeah.
opinion, yeah,
I don't.
A big
That
one.
that's crazy.
it is.
If
So
you look at that, if those lights, the fire cameras are correct, look how erratically those cars were driving and going down onto the beach area.
Yeah,
It looked to
meanwhile,
me,
why the
yeah,
the exit to the party is blocked off and a
Oh,
big distraction happened at that same
look
time.
here. Her
yeah.
date of birth is 2005, so that would have made her 16. Okay.
I
Nine.
want to know her blood alcohol.
Me too.
Let's see. Let's see if we
Yeah.
Good
got enough
point,
here.
Ron.
Hang
I
on
mean,
one
because
second.
you're talking like a blood alcohol level. If she'd have just done that, you're talking like 0.40 or.
Yeah.
See, cause of death, drowning. Hang on, we'll see if we can find it
And
here.
yes, that playpen is located outside by the pool. They got a
I
fenced
didn't even see it
area.
on the toxicology report. Maybe it is still on here. Let's see. Let's go a little faster and see if we can see if there is.
I'm on my phone, but I need to be on my
Yeah. I
computer.
want to know her blood alcohol because they said she was. Sorry, my friends. They said she is shit faced.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah,
all
and
said
that she
it.
was falling down in holes and
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She
Right.
couldn't, yeah. And she shouldn't have been driving and yeah.
Let's
And
see
I want to
here.
know, how did she get in the back hatch?
yeah, and they're
Well,
saying that
no,
she
and
was
they're
the
saying she's
driver.
Oh, I know
unregistered.
how she got in the back hatch with help.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she was put back there before that
Well,
car went in the water,
and
in
did
my opinion.
remember when Nick said that he positively identified her? Well, on this report, she was unidentified. A bull.
What?
Because the
Yep.
decomp on her face.
Uh-huh.
And
Well, the
what?
windows were open, so the fish life and whatever other, crabs and whatever else can get down in there can be, you know, making that
Yeah.
situation much worse.
Oh yeah, catfish are bad about that.
Well, I mean, and I know some people are like, well, when the car was facing down and before it flipped over, she probably panicked and was trying to block. Listen, if you're going to try to get out, you're not going to go to the back hatch. You're going to go to one of those open windows on the side there.
Yeah, she
Okay,
would have went out the
right
window
here,
for
right here is
sure.
where it says, okay, medical information unknown, cause of death pending investigation. I don't know what that is. Smoker, yes. Alcohol use, yes. So it's on this one that alcohol use, but
Oh, do you think they might not be able to get a blood alcohol level from her?
I don't know.
That's possible.
Well, hey
I,
guys, I've got to drop off here. I got some chores to do.
They
Don,
might
I
have
just
lost
got
that
up
with
here.
the decomp in
Uh-oh.
that water.
So,
Always good to
um,
see you, Don B. Come up.
hey,
Thank
if you're
you,
gonna be
Don
on, if
B.
you're gonna be on here tomorrow evening, I'll holler at you.
Okay,
All
that
right.
sounds
Hey,
good.
Don, you've got our
Yeah.
support. Okay.
All right.
Just know
Thank,
what
We
it is.
love you, Don.
thank you, Miss
Yeah,
Christine.
you're welcome.
All right.
I
See you
try to
guys.
come in and watch
Hi,
you
Hi,
every
Don.
time.
Don.
Bye, Don.
Okay, so right here on this report here, I wish I could bring it up, make it bigger. Let me see. Let's wait. Hang on. I think this is about as big as it's going to get. Oh yeah. Okay, so it says here, um, positive identification was not able to be made at the time based on the circumstantial evidence. The descendant was believed to be Kiely Rodni. They were advised of the pending pathology report for confirmation of identity and cause of death. But later on here, you'll see it. Campground. Because we went over a lot of this already. The scene. And let me kind of speed this up a little bit because I want to see if there is a toxicology on here.
And if you remember correctly, who is the toxicologist?
Mm,
Or I'm sorry, not the toxicologist. Who's the coroner?
it says it on here.
Video
It's the
credit
sheriff.
comes up, girl.
It's the
Handle-
sheriff. The
Yeah.
sheriff is the
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not. They didn't name the sheriff though. They named somebody else.
Oh, they
Okay,
did?
Yeah, because Sheriff Moon wasn't named on there,
Huh.
which I
It's
find
on here.
interesting
Arrived
too.
at the scene.
Yeah. Very
Uh,
interesting.
It tells who removed the body. It was the body was removed by the FBI and the FBI crime scene technicians. The body was placed into a large black vinyl body bag, visual inspected, and the bag was sealed. No
And that
items were removed from the descendant person, and the remains were later transported by the Truckee Tahoe mortuary directed by the Pacer County Morgue. And then it says here the body condition. The body showed obvious signs of bloating, lividity, decomposition. There was skin sloughing, and no positive identification could be made due to decomposition present on the face. Mortuary detective Soner told me the descendant was going to be transported directly to the Pacer County Morgue and scheduled for an examination on Tuesday. No photos were taken by the investigation. Okay.
yeah, so their morgue was used for Kylie's case was in Placer County. That's where Nevada County does theirs is in Placer County.
Look
the
here, it says
sheriff.
her remains were removed by the Truckee Tahoe mortuary funeral counselor Alyssa Bablock. Why isn't okay?
So Nana Barb says she did have drugs in her system, but her lungs did not have fluid in her lungs.
So that means she was alive when she went into that water.
So Nana Barb, is that what that means? That she was alive when she went in there?
But they
It's not
said she
saying
died
that
of
on
drowning,
this.
so that wouldn't make any sense.
Well,
No, she was alive. If that's true, that's
well,
true.
if she died of drowning, that means she was alive to drown. So
It's
that
not
means
saying that on. Let me
her lungs
see.
would have filled up with water, right?
Yep.
We already went over a lot of this, so because okay, let's see. On August 23rd, 2022, at approximately 10:20 hours, which is 8:20 p.m., I received a phone call from Captain Sam Brown. Captain Sam Brown told me the descendants in case number was positively identified as Kiely Rodni. After I spoke to Captain Brown, I called the descendants' parents, Daniel Rodney and Lindsay Rodney Neiman. I offered to meet with Daniel and Lindsay. They both told me, well, we read that anyway. Hang on.
Right, Frankie? Yep.
And they said that the drug they found in her body was
Here's the
it was
jewelry. they found on
THC,
her.
so that's probably from marijuana.
Pink Panther,
Yeah,
right?
she is marijuana.
Maybe, yep.
But I'm not seeing a blood alcohol either. So let's hope we find it on here. The report was forwarded to the coroner division. Deputy Mackey was in the patrol.
Hi,
It just
tomatoes.
talks about it. Review the pathology. Final autopsy report, which is listed the cause of death as drowning. There's no significant conditions. I conferred with Detective Soner, and he told me there was no indication of foul
Right.
play regarding the criminal investigation into the death of Kiely. The manner of death in this case is determined to be accidental.
Well, you know what though?
Ooh.
We all knew that was coming. We all
Spell
knew.
cover up. Let's just spell it out.
I'm telling you, you guys, there is
Okay,
something
here
going
it is.
on with this
Here's
legal
the
system.
toxicology
There is
report.
something going on with the FBI. There's something going on there is something going on.
The
Yeah, a lot
only
of
thing
things
they're
don't make
really
sense.
showing is that they took toxicology from the liver, which is showing normal ethanol levels, a positive for nicotine, caffeine, and THC.
Why would they only check the liver and not other
That's
things?
all I'm seeing
Because
right
I know
now.
they can get it from the eye too.
Right.
Rhonda?
Hang on. Let's see if there's more to this report. White
Nana,
capsule, plastic, and hemogenic containers. And then we're taken from the liver too. What in the world? I don't even see a pregnancy test. Oh, here's the rest of it, y'all. Oh, no, no, no. What did I just do? Ah, let me see. I was just getting ready to see
don't you
that.
hate when that happens?
It happened to me all evening. I can't see the chat, so will you all let me know if something important goes by?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nana Cox says, I'm not sure after that long underwater what could be determined in regards to when and where she had water. And then Frankie says, there is complete report placer.
Oh,
What
look here at the
two are you
bottom. It
crazy
says
for? That's
ethanol
cool.
confirmed, but it's not giving levels.
I don't think they said the eyes were gone. I think they were talking about the tissue around the eyes where it made her
Delta 9
unrecognizable.
THC in the liver tissue. Let's go back. Let's see what else I got. Hang on.
The sloughing.
Oh, come on.
On the
Okay, here it is. Ethanol,
region.
alcohol, liver tissue. Ethanol alcohol is central nervous system depressant and can be cause and effect of such. Let me see if it'll let me go up even more. What is wrong with this thing?
Snow
What?
said, eyes are good source to find drugs and etc. They probably save them in case future investigation is needed.
Oh, she skipped
Hi,
over
Andy.
that part. Why did she do that? Oh, hang on,
Andy,
y'all.
Rick.
Why did she skip over that part?
Yeah, they said what was said about the eyes, where they were saying that she was unrecognizable because the skin around the eyes was sloughing off. So the skin was sloughing because of the how long she had been in the water.
Good. Okay, let me
And then
stop
you got
it.
the fish in there and everything else.
Wise old lady said, well, we all know that everything filters through the liver.
They did find alcohol in her. So let's see. Okay, let me stop it.
They didn't save anything. I don't think they
It's
cremated her really early in on that sad.
such
Did. That was strange.
So they did find alcohol in there, but they're not really given how much on here.
Well, it says 88 up there. And then it says RPT limit is 80. So it doesn't look like very much if it was. But,
You're right.
her being in the water that long, you're going to lose that.
Yeah, it's going to be diluted a little bit too.
The
And they know that.
to
Okay.
excrete.
Due to the nature of this specimen, some analytics may not be detected by GCMCS. And they should have took it out of more than just the liver. Okay,
Yeah.
here's the summary. Let's see if she shows the whole summary. As the following tests were performed for this case, for each, the combos listed were included in the
Yes,
scope.
Yoni.
The report limits listed for each compact represents the lowest concentration of the compound that will be reported as positive. If the compound is listed as non-detective, it is not present above the reporting limit. This is referred to as the positive findings of the report. Okay, so what? Whoa. Let's see.
Daisy.
Hydroxydelta 9 here, and then 20 of this delta 9 carba. She was taking a lot of that stuff, wasn't she? Benzocaine, cocaine.
What?
They found cocaine.
Let's see here. Wait a minute. It's just saying analytic. It's not saying if it was in there or not. That was from her liver analysis by gas for benzocollagen, cocaine, coethium. But it's not saying if it was in there. They may have tested
Right,
for it.
Morning Dove? Yep. Morning Dove says,
Mhm.
I find it hard to believe that Nick would have
Well,
reacted to a drowning scene. Retired cops question this case, so why wouldn't we?
so they tested her for this, and I don't know. It's not showing any. The salicol, that's aspirin in her blood. Benzodiazepine, that is like Xanax and all that. I don't know why they got cocaine because benzodiazepine is Xanaxes and Ativan and all that. That's totally wrong. It's not cocaine. What? Who wrote this freaking report? Are you serious?
So Ada Cox said, I tried finding the actual report, Daisy, but the plunder video was the best I could find right now. I'm
That's what
sorry.
I'm on right now. I'm on plunders. But
Okay.
they got on here benzodiazepines are cocaine and metabolites. No, benzodiazepines is Xanaxes. They are a central nervous system depressant. A cocaine and metabolites, or especially a cocaine, is a
Daisy,
stimulant.
those are two separate columns.
Oh, they are. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Shoot. I'm okay. Okay, okay. Sorry.
I know it's they kind of. I don't know why they typed it up that way.
Buprenorphine. So they tested for benzos, buprenorphine, cannabises, cocaine, opiates, and oxycodone.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was going
Some
all.
people do
I was
snort
going
benzos
off
for
about
cocaine.
it, you guys.
I was over here talking to you, but I was on mute.
So this is all that they tested for, allegedly.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's see
I'm
what
gonna
this is.
end up falling.
Okay, acetone. They tested for that. Ethanol, methanol, and isopropanol. And that is like a drug given, like what Michael Jackson died from. Like that is surgical stuff.
Now, wouldn't some ethanol be from the decomp process too? Isn't that
Yeah,
possible?
yeah, her ethanol levels were normal though. Like you
Ada.
said, normal. Oh shit. Hang on. Unknown.
No said some people do snort benzos like cocaine.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't
don't
say the
matter.
kind
It's still a central nervous system
Hi,
depressant. No matter
Linda.
if you snort it, shoot it up, it's gonna depress it. Now, if you snort cocaine, you're gonna get your heart rate's gonna go up. It's a stimulant that's gonna make your heart rate go up, everything.
and
But
they're saying none of
it
that
don't
was in
matter
her
how
system.
you take benzos, Ativan, Xanax, Clonopin, they're all in the same family as benzos. They're a central nervous depressant, which is going to make your breathing low, your heart rate low, everything's going to depress. Okay,
So
so
Blue Eye says nope, no alcohol was found in her stomach either.
So the only drugs they found was THC.
Delta 9.
Yeah.
Hang on. And all they took it from was her liver. Stock tissue, tox, liver. They did not take it from anywhere else but the liver. See you guys there.
Something's up.
And they could have got some from the eye.
Here's the
What
coroner.
does this say?
Office of the Sheriff Coroner, Nevada County, Shannon Moon, Sheriff Coroner, Gregory Reber, pathologist.
But why does it say that
here-
she's not the one that did the autopsy on her, or the it was signed by some other lady, remember? The other one? The other one?
Yeah,
It didn't say
think
Sheriff
so.
Moon did it.
it did say it on here, I think, though.
Well, no, it's just I think it's from the office.
No,
Blue Eye.
these results is from the liver. They only took it from the liver.
Yeah.
Happy
They took the
Angie.
blood from the liver. Okay, guys, I'm sorry if I can't. So here is the report. The upper, it says here, the clothing. Okay, corner ID tag attached to the zipper pulled of the body bag contains the descendant confirms the case. The upper body is covered by a spaghetti strap black French cut bodysuit. A pair of black briefs are on the lower body as well. The lower body is also covered by green twill pants with a black belt through a loop bearing multiple rivets. The belt appears buckled. A gray green sneaker is on the foot, along with multicolor ankle length socks.
Where's
And
the pants?
that's what they said. It was a green twill pants with black.
Oh, okay. I seen the black briefs and I was like, "Where's the pants?"
It said
Bobby
that.
G says, so Sammy lied about Kylie being drunk then?
Apparently
Yes,
so.
so.
Well, even I know with the
No, I
decomposition,
don't
they
believe
can
that.
lose some alcohol too. But
I don't believe
according
Sammy
to
lied, in my opinion.
you, what?
Imagine sneaker accompanied the body with in the body bag. A matching left sock is inside the loose left sneaker, except
Mm.
for the shoes being off the left foot. The clothing appears relatively normal in position. Okay. Personal property includes white metal hoop through piercing in the left something. The right ear has three white metal hoops through the hexal and moon-shaped stud. They're talking about the jewelry here. Talking about that. Colors. Three yellow metal chains. Pretty much what they described her with. An open discolored yellow metal ring in the middle finger, darkened yellow metal ring. There are 5 bracelets on the right wrist, 6, including a tan elastic bag. It's just talking about all the stuff.
You know
A
what's really odd, Miss Daisy? The fact that before they found her vehicle in that reservoir, they were looking for her cell phone and they were looking for her jewelry. Why?
I don't know. Maybe
That
they
was
thought she
all
got
before they
robbed.
found the car.
Unless they thought she had got robbed. That's what I was thinking. But this just pretty much describes the jewelry and the clothes. Let's see. Then she starts searching again. Hang on. Yeah. Pierce.
Sherry, Auntie Sherry says, notice next to the eye color, it states unknown.
Yeah, that's probably from decomposition.
Aw, Brown Bear Jamboree said, hi, sweet Miss Daisy. So good to see you as
Hey.
always.
Oh, hello, Brown Bear Jamboree. Hello, everybody coming in. I'm sorry I'm not watching chat because I'm reading this
Right, Frankie? Yep.
I'm reading this autopsy result.
I don't think the color stays after a person passes away anyway.
Let's see. The
After surgery.
unembalmed body is that of a slender white female in the state of a modern decomposition. There is general sloughing of the epidermis, except for the portions of the plantar skin and which readily separates from the bottom of the feet and bear multiple toenails. A separation cemented segment of sloughing epidermis from one of the hands also bears a single thumbnail. There is a mild bloating of the body and generalized discoloration of the exposed dermis, ranging from pale gray green to a dark maroon. There is no remaining rigor mortis and no lividity patterns in the discernible. A strong odor of decomposition surrounds the remains. No postmortem insect activity is present. This almost makes you sad to read.
Somebody said something like, well, it doesn't matter. Who's going to go up against the coroner, even if it isn't true?
The subject is normal cephalic. There is no apparent external head trauma. Hang on. The scalp hair is almost completely slothed due to the composition and consisted of a wavy blonde hair up to 22 inches in maximum length. The facial features are distorted by decomposition and postmortem positioning. The eyes are discolored from decomposition, although there is a definition between the corneas and the conjunctiva. The anterior chambers of the eyes are discolored from the decomposition and original color of the irises and define of the pupil is obscured. The conjunctiva varies from pale maroon to pale green. The soft tissue of the nose appears normal, developed but distorted from decomposition. The nares are patent. There's no palpable nasal fracture. There's no midfacial bone. Um,
So she didn't hit her head. So she could have went out the windows.
intact.
Okay, so let
Go
me
ahead.
stop you real quick there, Miss Daisy. So wait a second. So she wasn't drunk, and she's been there before partying, right? Isn't that what the whole thing is? Then
Yep.
why would she take the wrong turn and get lost and take the wrong turn if this was an accident, right?
Well, why would people block the road so no traffic can go through either and cause a big distraction with music blaring?
But because she wasn't drunk, that's what this is saying. She wasn't drunk.
Yeah, and that she was the driver. I just don't believe it.
She was the driver, but ended up in the back hatch. Okay.
Yeah, with the seatbelt hanging out the back hatch. Let's not forget that
Yeah.
too. She couldn't have floated when the car flipped over. She wouldn't have been able to float to the back. Her body,
There
as
you go,
it's,
Adria. That's
just
what
wouldn't work that
benzos
way.
are. Clonopin, Xanax, Valium, Ativan. Them are all benzos. They are downers. Cocaine are uppers. No matter if you snort them or
Hey,
not.
we found out who the uppers are.
Yeah,
But they didn't find any of that in her
Uppers.
system, correct?
correct. But they did allegedly test for it. And
Huh.
guys, I don't want to keep going over all this
This is a bunch of baloney.
anyway.
Yeah, it is a
her
bunch of
eyes,
baloney.
on her, because I just feel like
Right
it's
thread of love. She said, "This is heartbreaking. Heaven must be wonderful," and it probably
Yeah.
is.
Y'all can go read this for yourself.
Yeah, Plunder has a video out showing all of this in detail. So if you
This
guys
is
want
it.
to, you
This
guys
is
can find it
Plunder.
over there.
No, this is it right here. I'm reading it. Actually, this is what I'm going over is Plunder's stuff.
Oh, I thought you were skipping over some parts though.
I am, yes. I
Yeah,
am.
that's what I was just saying. If they wanted to see the full
Me
thing,
too, Frankie. I think
Okay.
most of us think that too. Frankie says, "I think she was murdered before that car went in the lake, and it was driven somewhere. Hang on. And it was driven to that point where it stopped 14 seconds, then the car was pushed in." I agree, Frankie. I'm with you.
I think they were saying no damage to the skull.
Yeah, this is what it says. There's no apparent blunt or penetrating injury seen externally. Post-mortem radiographic scan of the whole body also
How
determines
would
no
they know if it was
evidence
all
of
decomposed?
acute
Oh.
skeletal trauma. But why didn't they go in and do an internal exam and look at each individual, which they may have? Yeah, and all they say on the internal evidence of injury, none. Internal examination, and then this is where they go say that they did the Y shape. The radical abdominal incision reveals subcutaneous fat thickness of 1.3 centimeters. The pleural pericardia, which is it's the bag that's in the heart, and the pericardial surface are smooth. No excess fluid or blood is found in the body cavity. The
No head injuries. That's saying no head injuries, Marie.
So
Mhm.
Adria is saying that Plunder is saying that the alcohol, the THC, benzos, and cocaine, that it was all in her system.
No, well, it's hard to tell. There is alcohol in her system, but whether I don't know.
So hold on, we've got an
You're right,
we've got an
because
opposing opinion, and I'd like to
it
explore
says
this
it's
a
in
little more.
normal range. The ethanol is a normal range, but then down below it says that it was in there, but it doesn't give, you know. So that I don't know.
So where Summer says, I believe this was an accident, but everybody has a right to their opinion. What doesn't make any sense for me is if she was not drunk and she knows that area because she parties there before, why would she drive herself into the lake? Why would the roads be blocked off? Why would the cars all be driving erratically moments before the car went into the lake?
And mass exodus after that.
Well, if they say there's nothing found in her lungs, that is really what gets me, because no matter
because she didn't drown
drowning or not, you're going to find some sort of blood or something in the lungs.
She would have, if she would have died from the water and drowned from the water, she would have had that in her lungs.
She would have had to, because that's how you die. Is the water fills your lungs up, and you cannot. It will not allow oxygen at that point because the water has drowned you. How can you drown and have no water in your lungs? That makes zero sense.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. The right lung weighs 100 grams. The left lung weighs 110 grams. The pleural surfaces are smooth. That means the lining of the lungs. The lungs are light maroon to gray tan. No arthriotic marks are seen. The lungs percheriema, I can't say that, is moderately decomposed, soft and maroon in color. There's no apparent focal perchemia lesions. Prominent tissue gas formation distorted in the perchemia are detected of both lungs. The larynx, trachea, bronchia are patent and normal and formed. Airway mucosa surfaces are smooth, light gray, and tan. There's no apparent airway obstruction. The pulmonary arteries are appearing normally developed and patent throughout. But why ain't they saying there were blood found in there? Because normally that can be.
I agree with you, Leah. Yep.
And then yellow tan, no lesions.
Good night, morning dove.
Amount of food materials consistent with P's and B's, the duodenum, which is the small bowel, and the appendix and the colon were discolored, softened, and focal gas bloating from decomposition.
I agree, Matthew. If it was an accident, why didn't anybody call to get her help? Why didn't they speak up? Why did they allow for weeks at a time to say that she was missing, could have been kidnapped? If all these kids seen this accident, then why didn't anybody report it to the police? You've seen how many people were there. It wasn't like she was all by herself alone.
So what you read right there, Daisy, about the lungs, did it say anything about finding water in the lungs?
No, it did not.
So how could they say she died drowning?
I have no idea.
And somebody said that those drugs were tested to be in her system, but was not found in her system.
Right. Yeah. The cocaine and the benzos and all that, they tested her for that, but it wasn't found in there.
So she was basically sober, other than a little bit high, no, not drunk, and no drugs other than marijuana. And they want us to believe that she mysteriously somehow took a wrong turn, didn't see any water or anything, somehow ended up on the beach, driving herself into the lake, then swimming to the back of the vehicle as it's flipping over and ending up in the trunk with the seatbelt sticking out of it. That's what they want us to believe.
Pretty much.
And then apparently
summed it up.
There you go. They must think we are a big bunch of dummies. And then we see on a footage that there are all these cars driving erratically, looking like they're chasing her. The road blocked off for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden her car goes under. You have all these people watching this car go down into the water, and no one calls the police. Nobody. And then they find out the next day she's missing, and still no one steps up and says, hey, there was something that happened. last night and a car went into water, maybe it was her. Not one person stepped up to say anything.
It's saying here
Come
that
on.
it did save some
Why-
materials of her.
Why is she not? Why is she not strapped into the driver's side seatbelt?
Exactly.
It says, Rhonda says, Miss Daisy, watch Sweet Pilo. Wait,
Sweetie Pilo.
where's she at? Where did I read that?
Yeah, guys, that's pretty much.
I'm a hot mess. I worked all day, so excuse my looks, and I can't hardly read because I'm tired. Let's see. Oh, podcast on the fire video.
And we don't even know what time Sammy actually really left that party either. Her count means nothing.
Oh, Sammy.
I'm telling you guys, this is crazy.
So everything that Sammy has said, the toxicology report has rebutted the opposite.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. They've gone against it. Therefore, someone should be charged with her death because it could have been prevented. They saw Sammy leave and was like a hawk.
Read what Hot Dragon's Fire for You said. That makes sense.
Find it. I'm very stressed out over this, y'all. Hey guys, I can't find it.
Here
it is. Here it is.
Okay.
If she died by drowning, then her mom will be awarded the 100,000 life insurance. I heard it was 500,000.
Boom, drop the mic.
And the reward she's keeping for herself.
You are kidding.
No,
She's keeping it for herself.
She's not giving it to AWP.
She didn't find Kiely. They did.
It doubles.
I hope she returned that money to everybody. That's what I hope.
I think AWP deserves it. I do.
You're kidding me. She's going to keep. She didn't find Kiely. They did. That's fair. That's what that reward money was for. Oh my gosh. I cannot with these people.
Yeah, they will get more money for an accident, especially even from the car insurance company. Because if it wasn't ruled an accident, it's no longer an accident.
Look here what Pink Panther said. $500K and it doubles if it's accidental.
Yep.
Does that mean that they get $1 million? She never thanked them. That's right. There's just something very, very sinister. Very, very sinister in this case, you guys. I'm sorry. I believe this is way deeper than we could ever imagine. Way deeper. This is sickening. I cannot even begin to think how this could be just called an accident with all the red flags. OMG, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing because they get away with it. Exactly. Hello, BB Queen.
Night, Jay. See you later.
Bye, Jay. Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to keep getting away with it. They're going to keep. And now, okay. So, I'm going to hang on, you guys. Wait a
minute. Ada said, well, on the good side, we should all be getting a bonus AWP video. I would too. I'd let it all.
I don't think the AWP is going to do it, you all.
Why?
Because hang on just a second, y'all.
Right now, it doesn't make sense to any of us.
The AWP has already come out and said that they agree with their findings.
Yeah.
They did?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll show that here in a minute.
They put a statement out.
Hang on. I want to put Ziggy V's. Ziggy's dog is sick. Little Ziggy is sick. And she has to have like $400 to take her to the doctor. And if anybody wants to help Ziggy, I'm going to put her Cash App out here because she called me crying today over her baby. If anybody don't care to help her.
Peggy said, well, Miss Daisy, think of it this way. They may get away with it here on earth, but God will pass his penance on or when they go to heaven.
Cash App, you all. If you all want to help her doggy, Just donate to her Cash App and help her little puppy, um, because he's not doing good. He's
Mhm.
got cancer, and she can't
Um,
afford for him to go to the doctor. So if anybody can help, there's her Cash App. I'm gonna leave it up here. Um, but yeah, you guys, it's crazy. It is crazy. I put the money sign in front of it because I'm assuming that it has a money sign in front of it. I hope it does. Steve said, so much going on here that we don't know, and we'll never know now. Somebody is deeply connected with Hunter Biden level connection. I was thinking that same thing, Steve. I mean, what
yeah.
is going on here, you guys? What is going on?
I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone or something.
Yeah, me
I keep
too.
waiting for them to say, "Psych, we're just kidding." All this
Exactly.
bad stuff is not really happening.
Exactly. I think, I hate to even read her autopsy report because she is a child. I hate to do that, but I mean, this is a sinister. Hey, Cindy B. Yeah, it's very disappointing that they're doing that. And it's funny that they was going to wait till November 1st, but now that all this noise with Jalissa being found and the baby quitting stuff, I think they thought it was a perfect time to put it out because everybody's talking about quitting. In my opinion, that's what I think.
Yeah,
If
I
the
think
father and the grandfather was at the scene, why couldn't they identify her then? Well, she was supposed to have been unrecognizable, but Nick identified her.
right.
So,
Uh-oh, Daisy.
is that me? What is
Yeah,
that?
it's you.
That's Sherry.
Oh, hi, Sherry. Auntie
Hey,
Sherry. Auntie Sherry.
you guys, I'm going to bring up what AWP said. I'm going to show you guys what AWP had to say about it. This is all so crazy. And
Yep,
it,
me
and,
too, babe.
I'm sorry, you guys, but why is Ryan Upchurch not said no more about this either? He has
Apparently,
to be
Ryan
all
Upchurch
blowed up.
is he don't have he's at a place where he doesn't have any Wi-Fi or anything. He has to go to town to get it, he said.
So that's why he's not been on there talking about it.
Yep. He's totally unplugged.
Okay, right here is where Adventures of Purpose put this out there. They said, our thoughts and prayers are with Kiely and her family. We trust today that a thorough investigation has been completed and will stand by the decision released in their findings. So I don't think we're going to get any more videos, you guys.
Rhonda, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because I bet they offer kickbacks to rule an accident and including to AWP also.
We don't know the truth, you guys. We really don't. We'll never
Allegedly.
know. This is in
If
God's
this was a
hands.
cover up, AWP, they have to work with law enforcement, right? So this, if they went up against the police, they would probably be lost out on a lot of job opportunities when it comes to what they do for a living.
Not to mention, they could shut them completely down. They have the power to do a lot
Yeah,
of things. A lot of things. So,
they have a lot more footage of the inside, around that car too.
yeah. I'm not saying, I mean, if, when Nick's face said everything to me, Nick, when he come up out of that water, his face absolutely said everything. He
Hmm.
was horrified, you know, and now they're just
And the
like,
words that were on the screen as he's going along around that.
they just found a man in Pittsburgh that they weren't even looking for. Wow. I think it's Nate's father. So just like Don B said, be some pretty rich kids that could have been implicated in this. And this is all our
Yeah.
opinion, guys. This is all allegedly.
Allegedly, could have
Explain why
been.
Sammy is still partying it up. She knew all along what the outcome was going to be. She was the lead detective in gathering up all the evidence and anybody with photos or footage, video footage. Exactly, Poetry for Life.
Um,
Exactly.
read
And
what Poetry for Life says.
who?
That makes sense. Poetry for Life.
Oh, I just read it.
Oh, sorry.
No, Janice, conspiracy theories are very real. That's the part. They're calling them theories. They're calling human trafficking
Bye,
conspiracy
Cynthia.
theory. Janice, go back and watch the videos of my mod who was human trafficked at 2 years old, sold at 2 year old, woke up in the bed with two men at the age of 2 years old, stolen from the United States, sent to Australia, and sold into the rich elites in Australia. Go watch her horrific story and what she had to survive. And you'll see that a lot of this is not conspiracy. He said, I'm so upset also. I've never looked up who owns the vacations home there. Powerful. And then you have their motto, the Truckee Way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the Truckee Way.
Exactly.
And that's why not Kylie, but Sammy's all partying. She knew she was going to get away with it.
Exactly.
Being mean or covering up or saying whatever.
Mhm. Exactly.
And
Guys,
Nick
I
going
did.
around that
Go ahead.
Nick going around that footage of the car, he said, not able to identify anybody inside yet.
That's right.
I think those are important words.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anybody means that there had to have been more than one. Because he
And
would
he
have
was
said,
looking really close in that front seat
Jamie,
area.
what is this you sent me?
Who?
What?
Me?
Somebody sent me a picture of somebody in a car.
Oh, I don't know.
Was
Wait,
that
was
you?
that yesterday? Was that last night?
Like oh no, it's from somebody else. I'm sorry.
I was like, huh?
I got two Jamies. I'm sorry. That sent me that. I'm sorry. Guys, I put a Cash App out here for Ziggy V. Her little doggy has cancer and
Oh,
her little doggy needs help. She can't afford to get her help. If anybody would like to help her, that would be appreciative. That doesn't mean everybody else can get in my chat and post Cash Apps. I do not allow, because I do not there's a lot of scams going on. I do not allow for other people to come in my chat and put their cash apps out, because unless I know that person, I will not put them out there for that. And I'm sorry, but if you put your cash app out in my chat, I'm going to delete it. But I will put him up myself. And I put this out for Ziggy V because she loves her dog like it's her child. And Billy, you have to show your face, honey.
who
And
is it?
And
that's
you're
why
close to Siggy B.
Dewey?
somebody put Cash App out in my chat and I had to delete it. And I will continue to do that, because unless I know you. Okay,
To
Billy. Hello,
go.
Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Hello, Billy. How are you?
Hi. I've been watching this, and I used to do a lot of research on cases and things over the years. And
Mhm.
one thing that always surprises me that people overlook is the very simple term of the lividity. When I see the lividity in the right side of her head in this autopsy,
Uh-huh.
that's where the blood settles when when a body is found. If it's found supine, it'll be on the front side of the body. If it's
Uh-huh.
found on its back, it'll be on the back side of the body.
Right.
Normally when people drown, they're floating, so the lividity is very different. And when I saw on there that the right side of the head had signs consistent with lividity, that of course this is going to be ruled the accident it is. Who knows, maybe 2 months from now something will reopen, and we have seen it happen. But this town has a lot to lose by having this child be murdered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so we probably ourselves will have to come to terms with, we may not be able to change that, but what we've done is bring a lot of attention to her because of people like yourself. But there's too many questions in this autopsy, even though when you go through and read the whole thing, the ethanol is alcohol. There's very simple explanations for some of it. The level of THC in her system, that, those things to me don't scream. But what screams to me is we've got a child who drowned. And in the other autopsy, when I watched the full reading of the whole autopsy, it did show consistency with drugs in the system, but mixed drugs. You had cocaine, opiates mixed with, uppers and downers, and it was like a Molotov cocktail for disaster. But the lividity is a huge factor. Why is it on the right side of the head for a drowning victim? To me, that leads me straight back to the back of that car, strapped in on the right side. She was already dead. Yeah. If lividity is on the right side of that body, I'm not buying any of this.
Now, what is lividity?
Lividity is where the blood settles when you die. It's if you're on your back, it'll be on your back. If you're on your face, it'll be in the front side of your body. You'll know when, I don't know if you have watched anything, but with bodies, you'll see like a purple discoloring.
Oh yeah, I'm a nurse.
Yeah, just like,
yeah, there you go. So that's when the body, when they die, and it starts fairly soon after death. But the thing is if she was put into that car alive, not strapped into the back of that car, and she went into the water, her blood would not be that dark, in my opinion. This is just common sense again, on the right side of her head. Yeah. Without her body being laying, without pressure on the right side of her head of some kind, why are we having lividity there? Yep. So that was the main thing I wanted to come in on. And, and they've got her at 5'5", not 5'7", 103, not 117. Okay, the weight discrepancy I can almost okay with, but not 2 inches in height. I mean, what did she shrink? Your skeletal system doesn't change 2 inches when you die. So anyways, I'm just really sorry for this girl because, first of all, it hit me because she looks so much like my 18-year-old and by the grace of God, she's doing okay now. But, they get involved in things that you don't even know they're doing. This mother knew. And this child died with chemicals and alcohol in her system, both of which are illegal, not the THC, but at her age it is. She can't even buy it. So who bought her the pot? Who bought her the alcohol? I'm not buying any of this. I'm very mad, actually, as a mom, looking at this child's face right now with this beautiful future ahead of her, and this whole town okay with these kids partying and carrying on. And the fact that Sammy went on, if you're someone's best friend and they just died, you are not partying and dancing and singing and, pulling someone's hair up, making it look like this is just bizarre. This is just bizarre. So thank you for letting me on. And I just...
You had a very, very good valid points. Absolutely. I'm glad you came to point that out.
And Miss Daisy, you've seen the blood pooling in, like, when a patient dies flat, they're on the bottom side. That's usually, in the lower back and bottom is where you see that blood pooling. So that's what she's talking about with the lividity.
Yeah, it would have been in the back of her head where she was
floating. It wouldn't have hardly been at all if you think about it. Where her body, when you drown, you float. Regardless of where she would have been in that car, she'd have been floating.
She was floating up against the top part of the car.
Well, we say that. We say that and we heard Nick say that, but if she was seat belted in, also the decomposition of what we're being shown on this, a body can completely be gone in 4 days in water to the skeleton. So how do we have someone who's supposedly in this water 2 weeks, still identifiable? The fish haven't eaten her. Or even her face from what it appears. And this sounds horrible, but just something is majorly wrong. And as a community who wants answers for this girl, the best thing this coroner could have done, or this department, if you're going to put this out there, because you have to, it's public, you need to explain a little bit here, because there's too many questions. You're now opening more cans of worms on, literally. So, well, you ladies have a good night, but just for this young girl.
I want your
Thank
opinion
you.
on something.
Okay.
What do you think about the light?
You mean
What's
the cams?
The fire cam, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think it shows a car going in the water, but that's just me, my perception. And I've watched quite a few of these different overlays, but with overlays, because I did a lot for years with real estate and overlays of properties and things. You get off just a touch and you're in somebody else's yard.
Yep.
So the whole thing with this, and the other thing is these cameras, Sleuthy had someone go out and actually look at this tower. And when they went out and looked, the cameras aren't even in the right spots, or that was removed. Now, why would they remove this if this was an accident and those were real? There's too many questions left unanswered. None of this makes sense.
Absolutely.
These people who...
How long have you been with me, Billy? Have you been here long enough to know that we've looked in the car? And
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching you, and
What
that's
do you
the only
think
reason.
about that?
Go ahead again and ask your question. I'm sorry.
What do you think about other people being in that car? Because we believe that.
I think somebody was in that car when it went in the water. I think if not in the car, pushing the car. And AWP said it went in backwards. So if it went in backwards, but first of all, that would account for the stopping. If that video say that was it would account for the stopping. But you also got to realize that when people say, oh, she'd have gone to the back, because that would have been the last place with air, but not if it went in but first. If it went in but first, those windows were down, the water would have been in, the water would have been in the back, the car then would have flipped over. Yeah, those lights would have shown going up in the air and over to the other bank. So, you can debunk anything that these people are saying with common sense. Mm-hmm. The other thing that would debunk a lot of this is as we're watching this baby, Quinton, how quickly are we seeing answers come out? We're seeing them boom, 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 and he's not even found yet.
Yeah.
This girl's case went
super chat. Thank you, Giselle.
Yeah, this girl's case went straight to teenagers investigating, through teenagers grabbing videos, through teenagers getting all the evidence first to then hand over. The chain of evidence was broken. We have not seen anything on party. We have not seen a party. We have not seen anything that coincides with anything the stories we've been told have said.
And it didn't even look like, on that footage, didn't look like 300 people at that party either.
Oh God, no. It looked like more like these kids got together, had a gathering, and it's very easy to create flyers and things after the fact too. So these kids aren't stupid; they know how to cover their butts, and I'm just not buying it. And then Jagger coming out getting so mad, acting like he's the boyfriend when he's not at the time. Those videos that he took, she looked so awkward in them. There was
somebody else.
Yeah, she was dating this Nate kid who we've not heard anything about. Isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
If you don't hear anything about these kids, it's like I'm pretty sure all of you have children. I've raised 5. And the first thing you do when a kid comes through the door is, what did they tell you they didn't do? Start there. I didn't do it. What didn't you do? What are you getting blamed for? What happened? I didn't do it. I'm just telling you, I didn't do it. Okay, great. So, So you take all of that and you realize that they usually tell what they've done, especially at that age. They have their cognitive skills aren't even formed. Hell, you can't even rent a car till you're 25. What does that tell you? They tell you in the insurance, you can't rent a car till you're 25 because cognitive skills are not, and your cognitive mind matter is not completely formed. So we're not expecting 18-year-old adults in the form of the law who are really kids. These kids are kids. Their parents have given them so much. And this girl had so much to still live for. And her friends, I believe her friends and their parents took it away. And mom is just too damn quiet about who supplied the alcohol and who gave her the pot. Again, she's 16, smoking pot. To go to a dispensary, how old do you have to be? To buy alcohol, how old do you have to be? So taking this case, calling it a drowning and calling it an accident when you have drugs and alcohol in the system of a 16-year-old beautiful young girl, I don't care if she put it in her mouth. That's still not an accident. I'm sorry. Just the way I feel anyhow. Her mom knew. If her mom didn't know,
I don't even.
Yeah, I mean, I could feel bad for her mom if she didn't know. If she didn't know that kid was going to parties, drinking, and she really thought, because I mean, I've believed my kids when they've said, "Oh, we weren't drinking." Okay, great, I believe that, But then you have to be willing to say, "Okay, I hope I have to have some responsibility here. This is my child. Look at the girl whose child is dead and they're looking in a landfill for." I mean, that's another mother. So don't tell me somebody who loves this girl didn't kill her. And I can tell you what, somebody who holds a grudge, whether it's a friendly fight or not, there's anger behind those fists.
Yeah.
And so
bringing up the friendly fights too.
Yeah, and Juan was a referee. He said it even. So I mean, the guy, this whole thing is bizarre. But I don't know. You've got John Podesta up there. You've got Nancy Pelosi who owns homes up. You got a lot of money in that area, and money covers things up. And AWP, they did not say they agree with law enforcement. They said they're going to stand by their decision. That's a very different thing than saying we agree with it.
Yes,
so I don't
different.
think they agree with it at all.
Look here what Shafi said.
They're just not going to challenge
She's
it.
been drinking and smoking since 8. She's 16-year-old. What is she doing smoking?
Yeah. Well, and again, all of that, I can put some of that aside. But mom knew.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If mom and dad were oblivious to all of it, but mom knew. Dad was pissed, you could tell. He's not happy.
Dad or grandpa, I don't think.
Yeah, and and again, AWP, they work with law enforcement. They are, they're not going to release those videos. There's no way in heck I think AWP are going to release them.
You're not allowed to be driving.
Pardon?
She's going in and out. We can't hear.
Me?
I'll come down. I'll come back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm going to leave with this last point of AWP. They walked into a hornet's nest. They didn't even know they took a stick to the hornet's nest. They had no idea that that's what was happening to them. I don't believe. I think AWP was great, but they also do this for the families. So if AWP comes out and starts showing these videos to defend themselves, say, they're not in this to defend themselves. They're in this to defend lost children, lost adults, lost people, families. So if families watch this and see that they are coming out with all this other drama, that would hurt their future findings as well. So I won't blame them if they don't come out, because why do we want them to come out? Because, okay, I'm going to call not just nosy, but we're human. We want to know why. It's not their place to satisfy us. It's law enforcement's place. And law enforcement is not doing their job and did not do their job in this case from the very beginning, unless their job was to protect their children underneath their badge.
Yeah.
And that's what it's looking like more to me than anything else.
Allegedly, that might be something like this going on.
Well, they have it. Their track record does not bode well with another version. When you have Woo Hoo sounds like a Dr. Seuss book, but when you have Woo, who had a underage girl who he tried to say was 18 at the time. Well, if you go through and you look at those, most of the thing with the ride-alongs and stuff for the high schoolers, they're under 18. So unless their town is different, I don't know, but there's two very, very many questions that we, the inquiring minds, would like answers to.
Absolutely.
but they're answers for us, and because we believe Kiely deserves more answers. But the Truckee Way, she's gone, and they need to protect the living
And let it go away and
and
make
let it go away.
Is that the Truckee Way? What is the Truckee Way?
Their way. Their way. That's what the Truckee Way is. It's not uncommon. The Truckee Way, if you go to most municipalities that are incorporated, they have their own way. Every town, every city has their own statutes, codes, et cetera. The Truckee Way is basically a quieting of anything before it becomes a problem. Like if you have a problem, you go, the city council, the head of the town, they take over and they make sure what needs to be done. It's kind of like the community, what's best for the community. This girl being found dead because of a murder is not good for this community.
Absolutely, it ain't.
And so I believe we're just going to have to agree to disagree with this entire investigation, most of us. Those who believe the cams, I mean, you go back, the CIA, the FBI, they've created so much crap over the years for the news and, Project Mockingbird, you name it. People that don't realize this stuff happens. It happens all the time. And this poor girl, it just breaks my heart that I see her beautiful picture up here that you're showing, and it just is, it's a travesty. And I just hope that going forward, because parents like to be the friends instead of parents. It's not easy to be a parent. It's much easier to be your child's friend. And my kids can tell you, Mom, you're not. I tell them too, honey, I'm not your friend. I'm your mom. That's more important.
Exactly.
And
they need structure. They need safety.
yes, and they want it.
Yeah.
But even doing that, even having a good mom and a good dad who don't want you to do these things, they're going to find ways to do it, because growing up is all about experimenting. I mean, she had a damn cup in her vagina. That's for, I mean,
who had a cup in her vagina?
When you read the rest of the toxicology on her.
What?
Yeah. Not a cup as in a drinking cup, but it's called a Vita cup or something. I can't think of what it's called, but it's for
birth control.
I believe that's what it is. I may be wrong, because there are some for birth control, but they stay in place. And I don't know. I don't know. I just know that when you read the toxicology, and I think about, I close my eyes, and what it takes for her to have lividity on the right side of her head looks a lot like that picture where they say she's sleeping in the back of the car.
Oh, yeah.
And it just,
where'd Lady of Love go?
She said her internet's sketchy. She's coming back up in a minute.
Okay. I do believe I do want to say for AWPs, on their behalf, we don't know. You guys, they may be terrified. There might be something bigger out here. No,
they can go
especially
against that whole place.
They might be afraid. And I don't blame them for letting it go and moving on.
This is dangerous. When you start messing with law enforcement, FBI, multiple jurisdictions, there's a reason when you've got thousands and thousands and thousands of hours being billed, there's a lot at stake for these men and women in badges to lose. And we've got them across the country losing their jobs, or, quite frequently because of.
I want to say that not all, we're not saying that.
Well, I got to tell you, I've got a different attitude. My attitude is, if you are in the department and you see bad things happening and you don't stop them because you're afraid for your job, guess what? We've got a lot of police across this country who say, I was that way until I had something covered up. And when the reversal of the narrative comes against them, and they have the wrath of what they overlooked, go after them. It's just like anything else. If you're going to take a job and wear the badge and take the duty to protect and serve, and you watch your colleague do the opposite, you're not doing your job. You're taking an emolument under false pretenses.
I
Well,
think
and
so,
you're contributing to being part of
fortunately.
the problem.
Well, as we're talking about who contributed to giving this girl alcohol, if you're contributing to covering up because your partner or someone you know in the department, that's the law enforcement way. We've got the Truckee way and we've got the department way. And when they tell you not to go against your partner, that because that's just not what you do, that's
And mind
just
your
as
own
bad. So
business.
until we have where we know that we can trust law enforcement to actually do their job and protect, and problem with law enforcement is, especially the police departments, their job is to protect the municipality, which is the business of the community, the municipality.
And
It's
this is
not you
all
and me.
allegedly, you guys. This is not. We don't. This is
Oh,
our opinion.
actually, the police department, I am telling you for a fact, their job is to protect the municipality. That's a big difference. People think that's the people, but it's the business of the
Okay.
county. And it's
These people.
scary. But anyways, thank you for this. I just pray for this girl on the other side and wish that we had answers, but the answer should be more for her and she's not getting them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
coming
coming
up.
up.
Thank you for placing your opinion and coming up. Bye, honey. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there, Sammy let it out that she was under the influence, inebriated. Elsa said she was inebriated, and now
Mhm.
they're saying that there's no alcohol in her system.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Everything about this case is crazy. Do we need to blame AWP for not coming out with the rest of those video footages? Absolutely not. I
No.
don't think I would if it was.
AWP did this out of the kindness of their heart, you guys. And you know, if you really know the the people that are behind a cover up, AWP does not have that power to fight against that. They don't want to put their families in danger. They did their job. They found the car, and that's it.
Mhm.
It's not something
This
that
is,
they can go up against.
in my opinion, this is way more than we can imagine.
Hmm.
There's something more sinister, something more bigger in this, and that's just my opinion and my opinion only. And absolutely, I still support AWP. They're still out here doing their thing. Um, yeah,
That's
it
the
is
fun.
weird. That's
Let
a
me see.
weird report because it's not showing any other toxicology, any other results, or anything other than that. It's just like that report is just like released for to shut up, in my opinion, to shut us up.
Yep.
We're
They're
we're,
like, this is
we're
the
trying to be
report. You either
silent.
accept it or don't, but this is what it is.
I suspect she wasn't drunk when Sammy came out saying Kylie was so drunk, way too drunk to take me home. I will defend AWP on this. They did nothing wrong. Absolutely, they did not nothing wrong. They're caught in the middle of this. In my opinion, I think Nick and AWP saw more in that car than what they're saying. I
Yeah.
think the footage is saying a lot, but do I think that they should put themselves at risk for this? No, absolutely not. It ain't gonna do no good, you guys. This is way bigger. This stuff goes on way
Tree
more than what we
tree.
know. Absolutely, I support them too.
And I'll tell you this. So this is going to change their whole outlook on the next time they need to go out and search to help another family. This whole thing, this whole experience. And that's a shame because it's not going to be on the positive note.
Oh, really? Andrea said, "Why are other channels now speaking of a possible male in the car with her?" Well,
Mm,
people are seeing stuff, you all. Good night, Marie.
there,
AWP is not
Baby,
an
can you show?
it's
Can you
not
show me some of those
so
pictures?
good.
We think there's somebody in there too.
Oh,
If
I
you're
know there's somebody strapped in the back. In my opinion, I'm almost 99.9% that there is another person strapped in that back seat of the driver's side car. That's why it was blurred out. You can see it clearly, but
Well, I
AWP
can see clearly up front
stated
without the blur
over and
that there's
over that
other
depending
stuff
on
in
what
front.
came out, they would release more footage. I'm not saying that they're not going to release the footage. I don't know. But this right here to me makes me think that they may not. Now, they may still release footage. I don't know. But I'm just showing you guys what they had to say here.
Hey, June, because if this is a cover up, it's not just a cover up by one department. This is multiple departments. And if AWP goes up against that, you don't know. There is definitely conspiracy within the uppers.
Hey guys, I think the Gabby Patino was crazy too. I think this case is a lot like the Gabby Patino case. A lot of
Bob said
cover up.
shit circus.
I do
100%.
not believe that Brian Laundrie is gone. That's just my opinion. Don't come at me. That's just my opinion. But I don't believe that boy is I don't believe he died out there like they said. Our eyes is blinded. A lot of people needs to take the veil off their eyes and see what's really going on in our country. I doubt we ever hear from AWP. Does anybody remember the Tickle Me Pink or whoever that was who sent those messages to Sammy's social media about her knowing about Kiely being the back of the hatch and going into the water? I did not see about that. I did not see that.
Ooh. Did you guys remember that interview? Huh?
I just said hi to Alicia.
Oh.
And Butcher
Hi,
said that he
Alicia.
agreed.
You want to go down a rabbit hole? I forgot about this. I just seen it the other day, but remember the very, very first interview that Sammy did, and she said they put the pin in the wrong place. She's not located there. How does she know? She wasn't found yet. Kiely wasn't found yet. How would she know that they put the pin in the wrong place?
She also said she was the last person that seen her.
I
Yet
have a
she said in the interview that there was other people with Kiely when she talked to her.
answer
why
for
would
that,
she be
Christine.
the last person to see her?
Okay.
You guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
we can hear you.
Okay, my internet's acting up. They, what did you just say a second ago? Now I just lost my train of thought.
I said, why did she say when she was in the interview that they pinned the little pin, on the map in the wrong area, because that's not where she is? How did she know where she is if she hadn't been found yet?
If you that map that he had up on the screen when that was pointed out is actually shows the dot over by 99, not down at the party location in Prosser. So she was saying go over more to the right, the party location. Because if you go look at the dot that was on his screen, it's way over to the left for some reason.
So you think that's what she was meaning?
So that's why
she kind of stops
I did.
and was like, and then, kept going.
It says the last place she was seen. It says the last place she was seen, and there's a red dot. Well, that red dot was over on Highway 89, and Prosser was to the right. Well, if she was last seen at the party, how was she last seen on Highway 89? That's why she was saying it was more to the right.
Oh, okay.
Pointing at the party location.
Well, that makes sense.
I had to look closer at that too, myself.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in this case doesn't make any sense. And what doesn't make any sense is if she had an easy way out to go through a window, why wouldn't she go out that window?
Right. That's the first place you're going to start to go. And why would they put her at 5'6" when she wasn't?
Yeah. There's a lot of
stuff.
They
went into more details about her lungs. And also, Sammy said that she was the last person to talk to Kiely. Yet when she talked to Kiely, Kiely was with a bunch of people in the background. So
then that would make her not the last person to see her.
Yeah, she
Huh?
said that she could still tell that she was still at the party, and this was at 12:36. But if
Yeah.
if the car went in the water at 12:33, then how can she have talked to her at 12:36?
Right.
Exactly.
I smell something stinky.
There's been something stinky, real bad stinky in this
Yeah.
situation. Shaking
Stinky.
bacon, hello.
You know, it's
And
I
woo
love
woo.
that name, shaking bacon.
we
Guess who
all
else?
knew that
What the
we
fudge?
we all knew this was coming, ladies. We
I
did.
completely support
Yeah, we did.
AWP, and I feel
Everybody's stories were
people
changing.
stay away
Even
from.
SF Investigates
I do too.
changed the story completely. Then
They
AWP
did.
came out and changed their, changed what what they were thinking, and that was all before this camera footage came out from the fire. So, the fire footage. So I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense.
They're
Yeah.
probably been told to stay away from it. If, in
Hands
my
up and
opinion, and that's just my
turn
opinion,
it in.
y'all. Like, you better stay away from this, or you'll go to jail, or let us handle this. Do not put out anything else about this. You know, it could be a lot of other things. So this is all allegedly. There's more smoke. There's fire. We ain't dumb. Exactly 357 seat
Like
beats 9 mm. I love that. Y'all's names. Tina said, unfortunately, Ellie, they're not going to do crap. Rhonda said, after she went into the water, a few cars stood still for when
Yeah.
they went closer and stopped again, like they were waiting for someone they were picking up. That's what I thought too. Yeah, and it's so funny. Hello, Molly, go heavier. Maybe they were all threatened. That's what I was thinking too.
Yep.
I mean, allegedly, you all. But isn't it funny they wasn't supposed to come out with this until November, but with all the noise,
Yeah, because even Ryan Upchurch.
who is shaking bacon?
I don't know, but I like the name.
And Lady Love. They're
Shaking bacon.
They've changed their name to Shaking. I like that. Do y'all get the name? I don't get it, Ada. What does that mean? What does your name mean?
Do you all
Um,
my
Tina
name?
said,
Leave a
just
comment.
another Sammy lie, I believe, had a big part
I
of
don't
it.
know.
Like we said, we don't know whose kids were involved, what big
Mom
shot
gets it.
kids was involved, or anything. We don't know what big shots kids was involved in this, y'all. There was a lot of kids, very wealthy people's kids.
Yep. Read what German Shepherd Mama said.
Yeah, mom created Kylie really fast. Yep.
Ada.
I
Oh, I'm
agree.
not putting that out there.
Me neither.
Oh, somebody okayed it.
I remember watching the AWP video when it first came out, and the look on the diver's face speaks volumes. He was clearly disturbed and careful on what he said. Yes, he was ready to call law enforcement
Yep.
ASAP. He really
Yep.
was.
He's like, but he's even said it like before he came up, didn't he? Did he
Yeah,
say
he was like,
call law enforcement
call
right
the
away?
authorities. He was like,
Mhm.
something is very wrong. I mean, and he's done dives. This was his first solo, but he done dives before that. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
has seen dead people before in the car. And he positively identified her in the car. And now they're saying that she was not identifiable. Mm-mm. He saw
Ooh,
he saw something more sinister in that
yeah,
car. In
that's what
my
he said.
opinion.
And there's
In
the
my
big
opinion,
difference between 5'6" and 5'9". Come on.
people
Mm-hmm.
really need to go be looking at that AWP footage and really take a deep dive into that footage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Start
never
clearing it up.
forget his
Start
face.
really
He was
looking in there.
horrified. He
Right,
was
Pink
horrified.
Panther. Yep.
Yes.
Pink
If
Panther said,
any of
I'll never
y'all have
forget
not
his face. He was horrified.
if any of y'all have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. That helps my channel grow and helps my hit that like for the algorithm, and that
So,
helps me to bring more content to you guys. I appreciate it
Jesse,
so much. Let's see.
everybody stop. Let's take a moment and everybody go out, hit a thumbs up. Come on.
and hit the
Let's
subscribe
share
button.
some love to Daisy.
Give Daisy Cow some support.
Give
And
Daisy Cow some loving.
Miss Iggy V's little puppy needs to go to the vet. Her dog is very, very sick, and she doesn't have money to take him to the vet. So I put her Cash App up here. If anybody would like to donate to help her little doggy, it would be appreciated. She called me crying today, so I feel really bad for her.
That's hard.
Thank
It's
you,
hard
Molly.
listening.
Go heavier. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. But this child doesn't have a voice for her right now. Not even her own mother is giving her a voice. I milked the cow. What's wrong
Jackie,
with
the puppy's got cancer, honey.
her dog's got cancer and it needs to go to the vet. It's sick, and she thinks of that baby as a like her own baby.
Oh, bless
So,
Lulu. You're so
yeah.
sweet.
What is it?
She said, I'll pay for it if she doesn't have enough. Does she have a PayPal?
I
Oh,
think
bless
she does have a PayPal.
Lulu.
Let me ask her. Bless Lulu. I'll see if she
That's
has
so
one.
sweet of you.
That is very sweet of
Oh,
you. Let me
look, let
send her a
me get some
message and
hearts
ask
up
her
here
what
from
her
Bless
PayPal
Lulu.
is, and see if that. It's sad, you all. I thank you, Bless Lulu. That's precious of you. Let me, guys. Can you hold the fort up while I message her?
We sure can.
Okay, I'll be
So
right back.
Daisy says, remember, Miss Daisy, we haven't talked about the man missing the day she went missing. What? I never heard of no man
Yeah,
missing.
that was put inside of the news release. Was put inside of an article. Then all of a sudden, it was not talked about anymore. They stopped looking for this gentleman in the river the same day.
Have they found the man?
They won't even talk about it, Christine.
Are you kidding
They said
me?
that they were unable to find him, and this was all on the same day. So the search was called off hours
Oh
later.
gosh.
So it makes no sense. And it was the same day.
So who was the man that was missing? Do we know?
I don't know. There was another channel that shared that information.
Huh. Well, that's a little sus, don't you all think?
Yep.
And where did he go missing at?
In Truckee, in the river.
In the river?
Yep. And RT's the local there, and he said, no man in Truckee River found yet.
Oh.
He went missing in this river, you guys, and then the search was just all of a sudden called off, and they said they couldn't find him, and nothing ever was said about it anymore.
Off within 5 minutes or 5 hours.
Unmasked Truth said, I've never seen the man's name released. That's a possibility.
What? Shaking bacon. My oldest is in the Army. Her husband is in the Marines. She's due next week. I would have to fly. They're in North Dakota or North Carolina. Well, shaking bacon.
And, we had that retired sheriff on here. Or was she an officer? But anyway, she said they can redact any information they want to.
So before you says, I'm thinking about the man very often. Did he have a family that was missing him? What about a name? Lake Tahoe only searched for 5 hours, then warned about water dangers. Huh. See, I didn't hear about that part.
Well, it was the Truckee River. Yeah, see, RT says, Lady Love, I can't even comment. Shocked to the bone. Talk later. Sick to my stomach. I'm moving to Maui. Yeah, I'm sorry, RT. He's a local, you guys.
Oh. Where did I see? I just seen something here. Oh, Jane said, I hear that if alcohol or drugs are involved, the insurance won't pay. Okay. I guess that is true. Especially if she was drinking and driving and drove herself into the lake, right? Would
Yeah,
they
but
still
they are showing that there were drugs in her system too.
I can't get a hold of Ziggy V right now, so I don't know about her PayPal, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. I sent her a message. Before you said, I was thinking he was driving to. Did you see how Kylie's car had damage to the windshield from inside? Like hit hit head hit it. Kylie did not have any damage to her head. Thank goodness. It's crazy, you guys.
Miss
Wow.
Daisy,
Uh-huh.
RT commented a minute ago and said, "I can't even comment. Shocked to the bone. Talk later. Sick to my stomach. I'm moving to Maui."
Oh, I bet. I bet he is. I
Oh,
mean,
bless Lulu.
I'm
You
gonna
are
pray
so
for you,
precious,
RT.
sweetheart.
she put, Daisy, I will have my daughter make a cash app in the morning and take care of it. Oh,
Oh,
Lulu, thank you so
bless.
much.
Can we get some hearts in chat for Bless Lulu?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Message
put them
Bless
in there.
Lulu. Message Ziggy on her Facebook.
Bless your heart.
It's under Ziggy
Wow,
Valero on Facebook. Message her.
what
I
a
appreciate that
blessing.
so much. You're a blessing. Yes, you are.
My goodness. Where's my hearts at?
Daisy, her PayPal is on her about page. Um,
Throw
uh,
some hearts.
Ziggy V, are you talking about Ziggy V? It's got a PayPal, but she's not responding to me to know what it is. It's on her about page on Facebook. Is that what you're saying, Butcher? How do you spell Ziggy's surname?
Oh, I think maybe they got the Ziggies mixed up.
Not Ziggy the creator, y'all. Not Ziggy the creator. Ziggy V. Valero. Ziggy Valero. The one that spoke with Grandma
Yeah, she's a mod.
on the Summerwell's case. Not Ziggy the creator. Okay, I will right now. I need to know how much she needs. Okay, send her a message and she should get to it. Um, thank you again, Bless Lulu. And thank
Oh
you
my
to
God.
anybody that helps her.
Bless Lulu, you are an angel.
Guys. Ziggy
You're
Valero.
gonna
And
make Ziggy V cry.
yes, she called me crying over the baby.
They said yes, Ziggy's Facebook. Oh,
It's under Ziggy Valero. That's what her Facebook is under. And just message her and it oh so sad, you guys. This day has just been completely sad, you all. Thank you guys for helping Miss Ziggy. We love Miss Ziggy. Thank you guys so much for helping her.
Is that her?
was
That
that you,
might be her.
Christine?
That
Thank
wasn't
you,
me.
Bless Lulu. What happened? What are y'all talking
Was
about?
that you? Was that you ringing?
Oh yeah, that was my daughter texting me.
Oh, I thought it was
Sorry about
uh,
that, you guys.
Ziggy V.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Look at all the hearts coming up.
Mhm.
Look at all the hearts coming up in chat for you, Bless Lulu.
Yes, thank you
yeah.
so much for
amazing.
You
helping her.
definitely rock, Bless Lulu.
Yes, her Ziggy V's had a hard way to go, you guys. She really
Yeah.
has. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping our little Ziggy.
Oh, combat vet.
I know what
Yeah.
it's like to love your fur babies. Me
Yeah.
too.
Kind of just like your children.
Exactly. And this one is pretty much all she has, the doggy. It's the picture. Her picture is her doggy. So, yeah. Love you guys. I got the
Oh,
best, sweetest people in the world in
we
chat.
do.
You guys are
Yeah.
just awesome people. And you guys
Anytime
know,
we ask for help, everybody here is just eager to step up and help.
hmm
I don't think you're going to get that very many other places.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna call Ziggy and see if she'll answer.
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
all right, bye.
Oh, you guys, bless Lulu, you're amazing. And anybody else who donated to her Cash App, that's amazing. How old is her dog? I think, how old's her dog? Do you remember? I want
No.
to say he's like 12 or something like that. Yeah. I know. It's hard. It is hard, especially, if your loved one is sick and you can't afford the care. I know. And I'm telling you, that dog is the only dog, the only family that she has. It is hard. And Ziggy B does try. Yeah. Yep. And Jesus warned us of days like this. I know. Where's What the Fudge? Where does What the Fudge go?
What the fudge?
What the fudge?
That's what I said as soon as Daisy sent that message today, because I was typing up the timeline and I was like, oh, I can't even think about that right now.
I know me. I know. What the
I did
fudge?
send that timeline over. I did send that timeline over to you, Daisy, when you're ready.
Oh,
ready.
okay. Timeline yet? Shoot.
Okay, so this is the timeline for the baby, or for Kiely?
No, this timeline is for baby Quinton.
Baby Quinton. Okay.
I sent you two. There's another one that had other information on it about who all lived in the house at the time.
Okay. Is it
and all that good stuff?
Can you believe what kind of mom I don't care what the accident was. How are you going to just take and dispose of your child's body in the dumpster or in the landfill?
Where did you send it?
Your email, Daisy.
Oh, okay.
And I sent it from my Outlook email.
Okay.
I mean, am I crazy? I don't understand why you would dispose your child in a dumpster or in the garbage. That just triggers me so bad. And I had been thinking about this all day long. And Daisy,
you should have heard what Megan Boswell did to her baby. Allegedly, the baby was alive when she put the baby in the garbage bag. I didn't get it, Lady of Love. It didn't send.
Dang.
I hate that my internet. I don't know why it's not getting some.
Yeah, it says it sent them.
That's right. It's not. Bless Lulu, you're right. That's not a mom.
No, it's an animal.
If that baby drowned in the pool, you call 911. Doesn't matter when you find that baby. It could be, hours later. You call 911.
Exactly.
You don't dispose of that body and hide it and put it in the dumpster or in the garbage. Have you? Oh, and I'll tell you what. Love think that
it didn't go through.
She had bruises all over her arms and her face. Huh?
I'm gonna send it again.
Okay.
Yeah, we think that Leilani had bruises all over her. That's why she covered her face. But when she covered her face, you could see a big bruise on her hand, and the whole side of her face is bruised. And Lady of Love pointed out there's a knot right there on her nose. So somebody beat the poo-poo out of her.
It does mine too, Kat. That you're right. Well, that we can. I mean, we all seen the violence that the grandma was all about. She had to restrain herself from hitting the babysitter. You know what I mean? So how much violence did that baby see?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and you guys remember what my husband said yesterday in the landfill. So she let everybody look for him for about a week, right? So that means garbage had been dumped on top of this baby over and over, ran over, and my husband said, sometimes they set that stuff on fire just to burn it down. So they may never find him, because in the landfill, you have other cities, other states being trucked in, and not only did that county or city's garbage go to that landfill, so did other states' garbage. So every day there's garbage coming and coming and coming. Ran over, more garbage, pushed back down more. So that baby could be, who knows how deep of garbage this child is under. Who puts their kids in the garbage?
They do. That's just how much she thought of her precious little baby boy.
If you want, Daisy, play that video of him laughing. You don't have to put the video up. You could just play it and let everybody hear that precious baby laugh. This baby had the cutest little laugh you ever could hear. I don't get it. And I'm telling you what, if she was beat up, I think I might know who, because the grandma, I
But
wouldn't
the
mess with her.
grandma should have never left that baby with her. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
probably why she's feeling so much anger. She's angry at herself and she's angry at her daughter. Yep.
Absolutely.
You know what? I feel like the mom loved them kids, and I feel like she was trying to give her daughter a chance to be a better mom, and which was the wrong decision. Listen, that's
Oh,
the baby. That's little Quentin laughing.
oh,
I know. Doesn't that break your heart?
let's
Aw.
play it again one more time. Let's go back. I can hear it. Rest in peace, little baby. Sad, y'all.
Does that not break y'all's heart?
Absolutely, it does.
How can you put that precious little sweetheart baby in the garbage?
That's a good question. How can they do anything to these little babies?
Thank you, German Shepherd Mom. It just breaks my heart. And I'll tell you guys, and I'll try not to cry, but I was telling Daisy and Lady of Love, I lost my daughter. I never got to see her smile. I never got to hear a laugh like that. I would have given anything and still would give to anything this day to hear those kind of laughters from her. I didn't get to hear that. I was grateful just to even know her for 1 minute. I would have never,
Absolutely.
ever. How could somebody dump their baby? Like, look at that precious sweetheart in
Yep,
the garbage. I can't even.
I know.
I'll
But
be
they
right back
can.
up. I'm gonna
Okay.
jump down and send that because it's not letting me send it. I'm gonna jump down and I'll be back up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's just
There are so
beautiful.
many people out here who would have helped her if she would have just asked for help. But if you look at the pictures of the birthday and all that, she
Hmm.
looks so like she would have been a good mom, you know?
Jackie said, "I lost a friend and her baby to suicide last Sunday.
Oh,
I'm
Jackie.
so sorry, Jackie. Prayers for you, Jackie."
And Frank, yep. That hurt. That hurt. If when you lose a child like that,
Mm-hmm.
that it never goes away. For somebody who loves their children, it never goes away. That hurt is always there. And when you see people mistreating their children, like in these cases, you know, uh, there's a lot of emotions that you go through. Anger is one, disbelief, and sadness, just sadness, because every child that is allowed to be born is a gift from God. God gave these parents the gift to be able to, in the trust, to raise these children. And this is what they did to that gift. Threw it in the beat it and threw it in the garbage, drugged it up because they wanted to sleep longer. Really?
I didn't want to be bothered with him. I would have took him. Oh, let me have him. I would have brought him home and loved him, rocked
Yeah.
him on the porch.
You know,
Butcher
you guys,
said,
what I would have give to hear my daughter laugh like that. I would have given anything, and I still would give anything to this day. but it's never going to happen for me. And she had the opportunity to show that she could be a good mom and better herself, and this is what she chose.
Right. They haven't found him yet. German Shepherd mom, just the grandma told that the mother admitted that he was in a landfill, but she didn't remember what happened. Butcher said, I don't understand how they can even raise a hand to them. I really don't know. My youngest is 21. We never hit our kids. You know, the worst grounding my daughter had, she kicked a boy and I took her boots. Her boots. Oh,
Neep said, I heard Quentin wasn't her favorite. Really?
but
Did
he
you
was
all
the
hear that sweet
baby.
laughter?
He
Look
was
at his
the
little face.
baby. If I was the babysitter, I would have just kept him with me and said, "Oh, just let him stay with me. You can come get him whenever you're ready." I would have
Thank you
totally kept
so
this baby. If I thought that this baby was in danger, I would have sure kept him and not even asked for money. The babysitter would take care of all of them. She loved those kids. She did. Did any of you all see the video of her that she posted after this was released? Let me play that video for you guys that the babysitter posted about the whole situation.
It's just so sad, you guys.
I'm so mad. Why have I've got a lot of whys in all these cases. A whole
And
lot of
some are
whys.
little too. Nobody's even admitting anything right now with Summer. And I will tell you, YouTube people have looked for her more than her mom and dad did. And I know there's a divide on the parents being innocent, the parents not being innocent. Listen, Candace was left in charge of her children.
Mm-hmm.
She is the one to blame. And
Yep.
we have looked for this little girl since day one, since she's come missing, more than her parents.
Yep.
It's just, I
I'm gonna
can't.
play this right quick. Let's see. I think I can play it. I think it's on. Yeah, it's on. Here we go. This is the
Okay, yes, I agree. Oh,
There's too many people asking about where Leilani is, and I'm outside of my house. I heard the cops were coming for her, so we've been out here waiting. It's raining. Um, she was in the road. There was a lot of commotion, and then everything just went dark. So I don't know where she is right now. I don't see any cars. I can turn the camera around.
yes,
There's no
Adrian.
cars. If you look right there where that car is going past, that's her house. It's totally dark. It's totally dark. I've had so many messages at one time asking, have I seen Leilani just in the last hour, 45 minutes. I did see her. I was at the truck, me and my girls outside, and we seen her in the road, and they were cussing, and she was trying to leave. And then a vehicle had pulled in, and she went back towards the house. So I don't know where she is right now. I want to see her arrested. And the reason I came live is because everybody is asking me all these questions and I cannot answer all these questions. So I just came on, but I can go out here. I mean, it's raining. It's raining really hard. But I can show you where the house is. And she was out here. Oh, it's lightning. It's raining and lightning out here. But see, let me turn it around. It's dark on the road. They turned all the lights off, but they were in the road arguing, and we seen Leilani, but she just disappeared. So I don't know where they're at now. But this is what we're doing. But I just wanted to let y'all see because I've had so many questions and messages. I couldn't just answer them all. But yeah, that is what's going on. That's all I know. I know that they put on that the FBI and cops were coming to get her. But I don't know. We can't believe that Quentin is gone. But it's not the outcome we wanted. But I'm gonna go now.
Butcher, I think this was last night when this was released. So allegedly they had come back out in the road. They got that she had been out in the road cursing and stuff. This was last night's video. Yeah, peas in a pod. I love y'all's names. Peas in a pod. Yeah.
Spread love. I know. We're gonna keep Summer's name out there, you guys. We're not gonna give up on Summer.
No, we're not giving up on Summer. Oh, it's getting
We
ready
have
to
to
get
look at
started all
everybody.
over again. When Don gets out, we're going to see more She Show. We're going to see
When
some more.
Don gets out, we're gonna send Daisy Cow down there
Uh,
to you
what, to 1010?
to 1010.
Christine's going to come to 1010 with us.
1010. Christine's gonna be at 101010.
But I would
Help.
like to go there. It would be fun to hang out there at the jailhouse. And when he comes out, I wouldn't say nothing to him, but I just would like to
Oh, I would.
videotape. What'd
I
you say?
wouldn't say nothing mean though.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't say nothing mean.
No.
And to be quite honest, you know, Candace was the one in charge of Summer that day. And I think in my opinion, I think Don did help hide Summer, but I don't think he had anything to do with her passing.
I don't, but I do think he knows where that baby
Oh,
is.
he knows. Yeah, he knows.
He was the one
He
that
knows.
did the dirty deeds.
Mm-hmm.
In
He
my
knows.
opinion. I'm trying to see all them pictures you sent me of that little baby.
Oh
You sent
yeah,
me pictures of him.
I might have put it on just your
There we
the
go.
private messenger. Yeah.
You sent them to me. I was just going to show them everybody how precious he is, and everybody that. I mean, we know he's with Jesus. We know he is. He's not suffering anymore.
He's with Jesus, but his body's piled on top of mounds of garbage.
Hawkins County needs to search their landfills. Will take months. Yeah, because it's been over a year since summer. The
So
more.
that little baby that's in the middle right there, that's the new baby. That's the little girl that was just born.
Gosh, oh, were they taking care of her?
Who knows? Nobody said anything about her.
You can tell she's Hawaiian.
Oh
The
yeah,
guy
she's
looks
a
like he
girl.
cares about him. Oh, he's so precious.
I know.
Is this the pool? Is this the pool?
Yep, that's the swimming pool.
That's
If
probably.
you notice, there's not even a gate around it.
No.
You could have just walked right out there.
Yeah. Well, there he is. One of them's walking right there.
That the one that's walking, that's the 3-year-old that's in the background.
Uh-huh.
And if you notice, I hate to tell you this, Daisy, but neither of them little kids have pants on.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yep.
I probably should.
Well, you can't tell it unless you zoom in on it.
Look here. Is this where they? My grandson's up there squalling. Are you sure that one's got underwear or a diaper on?
Yeah, on this, but I'm talking about the swimming pool one.
The swimming pool one? Oh. What a shame. She was a pretty girl.
She was.
Summer's been missing. Oh. What?
18 months, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's been missing a while, y'all.
I'm not going to ever give up on her until we find her. I can't.
No,
I would never give up on my own little girl, and I'm definitely not going to give up on Summer. Every
no.
time I go into Tennessee, if I ever go into Gatlinburg or anywhere in that area, I'm always going to be looking for her. And if they have a search party, I'm going. I'm going to go and search. Put on my hiking boots. I like to hike. I always hike almost every single day. And I would go search for her. If we had some concrete evidence of where she might be, which is, I think, Limestone Branch, but anyway, I'd go. Yeah, I would.
I'm sorry, German Shepherd Mom. Prayers for
Would
you.
you?
My
My
beautiful
beautiful.
daughter made me promise that I would not take her to the hospital. She had hospice come in for 5 weeks after she stopped chemo and radiation. She wanted to
Oh,
pass at home. And I would be the same way.
oh, German
I would
Shepherd
be the
Mom.
same way.
I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry about that.
Oh my gosh.
That's
That's the worst thing is, if you are a parent, you are expected to go before your kids. And that pain of losing, oh, I can't even say it because I might cry.
Combat Vet said, "Me too, I'll go."
Let's go, combat vet. We
I
need,
want to
but
die at
if we're
home
going on
too.
10-10, we need some
I made
bodyguard.
that clear to my children that please don't let me die in a hospital or in a nursing home. Please let me die at home. That's just what I ask God. That's my bargaining with God. Lord, please let me go like my grandma did, looking at the birds out the window, sitting on a recliner. That's just what I want. Adria said, "Give me a morphine drip all the way to heaven." They don't have to give you a drip anymore. They put it under your tongue. Combat Vez said, "I'm ready."
All right. Hey, where's Chill Billy? Chill Billy said he'd show
Yeah,
us
where is
around.
Hillbilly?
He's usually
Uh,
in here.
I know he comes in a little later though.
Chill Billy, if you
Robert,
guys don't know, is our local over there on in Kingsport and Rogersville and all that. I'm not sure
yeah.
where he's
Do you remember the for sale drum in Summer's case? They had
at.
about 5 to 10 of those filled with dirty toilet paper.
Yeah.
Ellie told searchers do not search those because of
Mhm.
it being a hazard. They hauled them off. Oh, goodness, I did not know that.
Why didn't they search those? If there's a missing child, oh, Lady of
Yeah,
Love's ready to come back up.
okay.
If there's a missing child, there should be nothing. He said that no stone unturned. That's such a lie. If they let them
Yeah,
barrels go and not search them,
yep.
that's
Oh,
such a lie.
it is. Steve said, I lost my son in a car accident that was and is brutal enough. This I can't fathom. I'm sorry, Steve. We're sorry about that.
Sorry, Steve. I
That's
know.
horrific. There's so many people. I don't know how you all do it. You all are strong, strong people to be able to survive something like that. So strong. She said, Mom, I want you to be holding me as I'm leaving this world as you held me when I came into this world. I held my sweet baby girl until her last breath, and
Oh,
after she was gone. Oh, German Shepherd Mom.
that's so sad.
German Shepherd Mom. She's with Jesus. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, German Shepherd Mom. I couldn't. I couldn't. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm not
I'm
strong.
over here about ready to cry on
I
daggone panel. I'm
know.
about ready to turn off my camera.
You guys. I'm so sorry. That's so, so sad, you guys. Love and hugs. Love and hugs to Steve and German Shepherd Mama and
Yeah.
Christine. Anybody
Oh,
that's ever lost a baby or a child. I mean, losing your parents is one thing, but when you lose a child, you lose a part of you that can never come back. Never.
yeah, that's hard. It is hard.
Yes.
And then when you see cases like this who just take it for granted and then, you know, hurt these poor kids, it's
Right.
just it makes you angry. It makes me angry.
Yes. I how sad. That's
It makes
just
me angry for the child and it makes me feel bad, you know, that nobody
thank
you
you
don't
for
know what
sharing
these
that
kids
with
have
us.
been going through. I know.
I know
This is
it's
heavy. This is heavy.
very heavy.
I we just call it 10-10. I know we know it's
What did
1-10.
you add to Miss Daisy? Oh, I don't know. I think I'd die of a heart attack.
Oh, you're not even kidding. And I'll tell you, when you lose a child, it hurts. It's a hurt that you can never describe. Hurt is not even, there's no word to describe it. You
What
have
did
good days and you have bad days. You just have to take it one day at a time.
what did she do to this baby? What did she do to him?
Well, we do know for a fact that she gave him cough syrup in his bottle, and we do know for a fact that
Melatonin.
he gave him melatonin and
Leave me
blue
alone. Okay.
in his face so that he could sleep. And we also know for a fact that this child had methamphetamines in his system, and that's why she lost custody. We know that. We know he's missing. We know
Right.
that she's admitted that she put him in the daggone garbage can.
Love you, German Shepherd Mom. Love you, Steve.
Oh, you
Holly
guys don't.
said,
It's
go ahead.
hard to be a part of the missing child club. It is.
Boel said, it's a never ending pain.
Yep, it is.
Holly said, howdy, y'all. So I want to know, I've heard some news saying they arrested the mom and still they say no charges were filed. I'm like, I don't get that. How can anyone be arrested with no charges? I don't think they've arrested her
She's
yet.
not been arrested yet. Yeah.
I don't think so.
And I don't know why she hasn't been arrested because she admitted that she put him there.
You're welcome.
If
If y'all
you've
hear her
admitted
laughing in the background, that's my grandson upstairs. He's
if
on
you've admitted that you've done a crime, shouldn't they at least be able to hold you, put you in a holding cell until they can verify if it is or isn't
they
what
did
happened?
Adam Montgomery in Harmony's case. They did him. He's been in they found all kinds of reasons to keep him in jail.
Then why
He's
didn't they keep her?
I don't know. Peas in a Pod said Lumino found something in that house. It made them name her prime suspect. That would be something more than just a drip. Did you see Peas in a Pod where the grandma came out last night and said that the grandma came out and said that she said he was in a landfill and that she didn't remember where he was at or she didn't remember how he got there,
But that he was in the landfill.
but that he was in the landfill. And drug addicts have to sleep if they are not high, so that's why it's so important she helps put him to sleep.
What?
Okay, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. But that doesn't just because she's a drug addict doesn't make it right that she drugged him.
Oh no, she's just talking about
He's a
that's why they
baby.
do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. I mean, I don't understand why she thought that that was something. Surely losing custody of her children should have woke her up and been like, well, I need to really get my stuff together.
That drug's more important. And I hate to say it, but it is. That drug is the most important thing in their whole life, more than their own humanity. They're literally eating themselves alive, picking their skin and eating their skin and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
But the strange thing is look at these pictures. They don't even look like she would be, you know.
No, this is all allegedly, you all. Pete, Lady of Love, are you up here with us?
Yes.
Okay.
She's sending stuff in the back
Okay.
in the
Is that you sending me stuff?
Yeah, I had to send because my emails are not sending for some reason. So the only thing I can do is take a picture of my screen and send those to you that way so you can see the timeline.
Okay. Oh, I just shut that down. Let me go back up.
I tried hard to have
Oh, I swear, y'all, that's just sad. I hate that happening to Steve and uh
German Shepherd mom.
German Shepherd Mama. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you explain these when I bring them up. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. My grandson's making all kinds of noise up here, y'all. Let me take this down. Okay. What are these?
Okay, so this is the timeline that I typed up today for baby Quinton. So on September 7th, there was a big fight between Leilani, who was the mother of Quinton, and Billy Joe, who was Leilani's mom. Billy Joe wanted both Leilani and her boyfriend and the kids to be evicted. On September 8th, Billy Joe Howell wants her daughter and her boyfriend Danny to move out of her home. Billy Joe has full custody of the Leilani's children. Billy Joe filed for eviction with the courts for Leilani and Danny. Hold on, let me make my screen bigger. And for the kids to move out. So that was what I was mentioning earlier, was on the court documents, it says that she not only asked the mom and dad because the dad, Danny, is actually the dad of the youngest baby. And anyway, she asked for Leilani, Danny, and the two children to move out of the home. And that's in the court documents. I didn't know that Grizzly True Crime was showing the court documents and was going over that, so I took note of that too.
But why only two children when she has three in the home? She has the newborn and the two boys.
Well, it says it says children. It didn't say which children. It just said children.
Okay.
The other one's older, right? The oldest brother.
Three.
How old is the oldest though?
She has other kids other than those three.
Yeah.
There's a 3-year-old, there's the 20-month-old, and then there's the newborn that was in that household.
Are these all the same information, Lady of Love, or?
Oh, did you go back to that one?
Do you want me to go back to that one?
Yeah.
The first page? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And then anyways, Leilani and Danny both found out they were getting evicted on the 16th of September, but they refused to leave the home. So they were still in the home when baby Quinton went missing. They were still all living in the same house. Leilani hears on October 5th that she lost child support battle. I'm not for sure if this happened prior to baby Quinton going missing or if she found out later in the day, but it did happen on the same day. At 5:29 a.m., Diana, who is the babysitter, gets a text from Danny or Liana. How'd you? Sorry.
Leilani.
Yeah, it's like a Leilani. That informed her she didn't have to watch the children on this day. At 6 a.m., Danny leaves for work and is the last time Quinton was seen. At 9 a.m., Diana gets a text from Danny asking if she's seen Quinton. Diane states that she went over to Billy Joe's home after that. And then at 9:42 a.m. is when 911 call was made. You can go to the next one, Daisy. Oh, she's on mute.
Daisy.
Yes, it says sorry. What do you need me to go to
the next one? Yeah.
Okay.
And then October 10th, CCPD had their press briefing. And then the case turns into a criminal investigation on this day. The swimming pool of the residence was drained. The house was prepped for forensic and luminol testing. Well, it could have been forensic or luminol testing. They didn't come out and say exactly, but my guess is that they did luminol. October 11th, babysitter held the prayer gathering with the community on this day. I found that in a news release. And then this was the day that the statement made from the CCPD that we've seized evidence from the home that we believe will help this case move forward. And we're now working to analyze the evidence to see where it leads us. And then on October 12th, Leilani was named as the main suspect in the case. And then Billy Joe shows that text that we showed it you showed it last night, but you have those texts. We can show those in a minute. Billy Joe got text where she came out to the public and was saying that the mama did it. She had no recollection. She doesn't remember, and the baby's in a landfill. And that was a shared text, I believe. And then CCPD came out, put out a statement to the public that we're saddened to report that CCPD and the FBI have been notified QuintonSimon's family that we believe he is deceased. We have named Leilani as prime suspect in the disappearance and death, but no arrests have been made and no charges have been filed. That's as far as I got. And then there was more that was later added from the CCPD. They put out more statements after that, and we do have those text messages. So.
Oh, you did a good job with that timeline, Lady of Love.
I was still working on it when we found out about Kiely, and then Daisy went live, so I didn't get to add the rest on there, but there wasn't a whole lot more.
You did fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Come back and see us again, Steve.
Yes.
Now,
prayers for you, Steve.
Leilani and her, they have changed their story several times about what time the baby was last seen, because apparently very first they were saying that Leilani seen the baby last. Huh?
Dolly's saying that Quinton has been found in the landfill and he's outside the house waiting for an arrest.
Oh, they found him. I know they were going to be combing. That's so sad.
So Dolly knows now?
Yeah, he's been out there with Bullhorn Betty out live in front of the house.
Oh, thank you, Spread Love.
So they must have found the baby in the landfill.
Thank you. We love you too. You're a beautiful person too.
You guys, you don't realize. I mean, this like hits hard.
Yeah, my brain's even scatterbrained from all this happening today. It was all big old whammies.
Yeah, then law enforcement slams on us that Kiely is an accident.
Yeah,
happened, and that just put the icing on the cake with all this,
Yeah.
So it's just very, very sad, very, very sad. I was trying to find that text thing where she put that out. Oh, Grandma did, but I can't find it.
I'll send it back to you again, Daisy.
Okay, thank you. Y'all, when you lay down tonight, say a prayer for Kiely. Say a prayer for this little baby. I know the Lord will see
monkey
and stuff, but
it's heavy. This is heavy. It's a lot to take in.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. Let's see what Dolly has to say. Hang on.
Yeah, let's
keep. I can tell you why I took kids. She beat these kids all the time. I mean, there's witnesses that came to me and said, "Look, I've seen her beat the shit out of baby Quinton. Straight as like beat the shit out of him."
Yeah, he was getting a lot.
This person, I was like, "Look, I will not tell who you are, right? Because one, I just can't."
They're talking to all the neighbors,
and there's reasons behind it for sure. But this person watched her beat her kid, and if I give you the reasons, these people watching, they'll know who talked to me. And I don't want that to happen. Okay?
Wow.
But she beat these kids.
Never watch somebody beat no kid. I don't care.
It's disgusting.
That triggers
me. I heard were absolutely monstrous. And I believe every word of it. Okay? From the person it came from, I believe every word of it. And that is the crazy thing. And believe it or not, this person spoke I ain't gonna say highly, but they didn't speak bad on the boyfriend. Not at all. Said he wasn't the best person, but not a bad person. That was their thing. Could he know? But they didn't specify.
This is Dolly talking now, you guys.
But it said likely not.
Credit to Dolly.
Which I found odd. Because there's some rumors circulating that this. All right. So remember, guys, this is rumor. Don't go running, YouTubers. Don't go running with this stuff as facts. I'm telling you what some of the stuff that's kind of being circulated is saying. That his vehicle, okay, he goes to work at 6. Okay. Leilani don't just call the babysitter. She calls him to work sick. Okay. Now, I also heard, I told you guys that she didn't throw little baby Quinton away at the house. Now, from my understanding, it's the night before.
What?
So that would make Joker lying. He'd never seen this baby at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That would make sense why they sent it at 5:30.
Well, that makes sense why the babysitter said that they called at 5 that morning.
Or is he just not saying nothing? Now, most likely, if you're a decent person, a decent person ain't going to allow you to abuse a little kid, 20-month-old kid in front of them. Not a decent person.
No.
Okay? I'd be on her like a bird.
If it was your kid, I would be like, yo, you're making me uncomfortable. I got the balance, yo. I can't have no parts of this shit. You're acting crazy, and I'd probably go call the police on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for becoming a member. Right here, let's see who this is. Austin, what's it say? Austin 420.
I see Chillbilly over there.
Austin 420. Thank you for remember. That'll keep Dolly alive, right?
Y'all go give him some love too, y'all, because him and Betty
took off because he knew
their
something.
boots on the ground.
Okay, so look, let me get back to this. Because I want to fill y'all in on some scoops, right? Now look, don't take this as gospel, guys. I'm telling you, don't take it as gospel. Just remember, there's some truth in this, okay? And it might come out that it's all true. But we just want to say right now for rumor, okay? This is rumor mill. She left the house the night before. She went to a trailer park. I believe it's the Azalea trailer court, which has a video surveillance camera, okay? That camera, okay, remember they're analyzing things, and this is when they believe charges to be brought up. And remember, they think he's in a landfill. Remember, we know that, right? We know the police said, yo, we think he's in a landfill.
Right.
Everybody was thinking, oh, okay. She waited to after trash pickup to call the police. Now the grandma's coming out, boom, 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 boom. But here's the story. She left the house the night before, okay? She leaves the house the night before. She goes to this trailer park. She pulls up and she parks beside the dumpster.
Okay? No, she didn't. Oh, my gosh.
She throws little baby Quinn in the dumpster like a piece of trash.
Oh, my God.
Gets in the vehicle. Gets back in her vehicle.
Oh, my
and
God.
Doesn't leave. Okay, she doesn't leave. She stays there. She waits until the big trash truck comes back, the big compactor, picks up the dumpster, dumps it, it leaves.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dang.
Girl is stating
that's premeditated.
She does not remember what happened.
Oh,
she's lying.
My God.
This was premeditated. It was planned.
Yep.
Right? She had been plotting this for a while. She was getting evicted. She was having problems with her mama. They were going to make her pay child support on her kids. Okay? And she done these things. And she didn't do it that morning. Little baby Quinton was already gone. He was gone the night before. They just reported it then. And he was so in love with this girl and they had this perfect relationship. Yo, he deuced out quick, right? Old Joker, he deuced out quick. He in Atlanta living his best life, right?
Yep, he left on the 12th, apparently.
Yeah, she definitely had premeditated intent. And you know what? The crazy thing is, a kid in the neighborhood. A kid came up to me. You'd be surprised who the hell watched Dolly Vision out here in Georgia. Good Lord. I got some fans.
Dolly Vision.
And they didn't say good things either. I was like,
They didn't think what?
and the kid was like, I don't know
Say
why this
good
person's
things.
free. Like, they didn't even understand it. A kid. You know, the kids have been watching stuff go down in this neighborhood, out there riding their bikes and seeing what's playing out, you know, and you're the Turtle King, man. Look, I'm going to be here in Savannah until this girl's sitting behind bars. All right. I just shot a video from the police station today, and hopefully I'll get that video out for you guys tomorrow. But look, there's some shady shit going on, dude. The police, they don't want to answer these tough questions. The police ducked everything. I don't want to say nothing bad about the police. They've done a great job. They've solved this case, right? But I think it's the pressure that the family's under because they're cracking. You can see it, right? You can see them coming out there cussing, the neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
They're out there. The pressure is cracking these people.
I agree, Dolly.
Told. But I think the police at this point, with them not arresting her, and they're going ahead and they showed their cards. Okay, let's be honest. The police showed their cards. They showed the cards. I've heard some shit last night. I'm surprised it ain't all over the news. And not only that, but it involved the news.
What?
Okay, the news played a little part in something last night, and they ain't showing that shit on the news. Okay,
Dolly,
there's some
what's
shit the
going
news
on?
did, talking about some guns and some crazy shit went on with Leilani last night. Okay,
Yeah, the
she's at the
babysitter said it.
house. Some shit popped off last night, and it's on video.
Yeah, the
I ain't got the
babysitter.
video.
The babysitter.
But look, if you're watching, send me some of that stuff you got.
Spill the beans,
Just
Dolly.
a little
Spill
bit
the
of it.
beans.
Just a piece.
Thank you, Lady.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do that. Okay? And you know who you are I'm talking to. Jimmy Jams 757. And Jams is with a Z. Okay? And or text it to me. I gave you my personal number. Okay? So you can text that number anytime you or any of your family. But this person, thank God for people like this. Thank God for people like this. This person documented everything, videoed it, recorded their conversations, okay? Recorded every single thing.
What did she do to this baby?
Why? I have no clue. I have no clue why this person recorded all Leilani's conversations with her way before this, way before it. Like, this person, they knew something was sketched, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they started recording it.
Wow.
And this is like, this person needs to be a YouTuber, I swear. Like, I was just like, that's crazy. It's like, this person said they physically recorded everything. Right? And that post up there for you guys right there, Jimmy Jam 757, that is my email. Or like I said, when we spoke, I gave you my personal number. Hit that number. Put a little bit of this information out. I think it's valuable. I think it's important that people know that these people in this house knew what type of person Leilani was. This ain't a surprise to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
There's things on video. There's things that have been audio recorded.
Oh,
Let's go, Sabrina Maida. Go.
And you just thank God people do things like this. And to hear this come from somebody like this, and my reason was like, why would you do that? To protect yourself.
Yep, Dolly, I agree.
But why? If you never knew they would, this person knew something bad was going to happen.
Y'all go give Dolly support too, you
So
guys.
they started recording.
This is Dolly Vision talking.
Now, this ain't a person. I can't tell who it is. One, it wouldn't be right. Two, it put the person in danger. Okay.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's just unbelievable. Some of the things this person shared with me from inside of that house. In the house. This person was in that house. Okay, so it's not good. It was enough to make you cry. I mean, literally, like, crush you, like.
You could tell Dolly's having a hard time with the information.
Yeah.
The grandma don't seem stable either. Well, everybody seemed real crazy, you know. And when the dog got out today, Spiritual Chihuahua got out, and you know the lady been out there cussing, trying to fight Bullhorn Betty. One, that neighbor, I don't know what his problem is with me. Okay.
What?
But hey, dude, kiss my ass. Okay. I
Dolly.
did everything I wanted to. Right. You didn't stop none of that. All you did was whine and cry.
Bobby. Yep.
What kind of neighbors were they for not reporting that stuff?
Yeah. If they beat that baby, don't ever put your hands on a child in front of me, because I'm a nice person, but I'll call you out.
Yeah, I would too.
And you know,
that's something I won't tolerate.
No.
You know, also, Lonnie's brother was also living in this house at this time.
That's your neighbor.
What?
That were murderers and killers that living next door to you. Not at some dude that's coming out here bringing a light.
Not out of prison?
You know, shining a light on killers. Oh yeah, they'll be mad at the dude holding the light.
Let me check my notes.
Don't be mad at the killer though, right?
They obviously.
It makes no sense to me. The more attention that comes to this girl, the faster she goes to jail. I don't think that's the point of this.
Yep, he was in the house of the night that happened.
As possible.
You're kidding me.
You kill your kids.
It just says Lonnie's brother. Doesn't say which one. I don't know if she has more than one.
One on in Georgia.
She does. She's got one in prison.
I just don't. I'm so used to living in a Commonwealth state to where if you sneeze, they put your ass in jail.
Absolutely. Virginia's communist.
If your kid comes up missing, you get 30 counts of child neglect.
Virginia don't play.
Corey's dead. Corey is dead. He's facing 137 years. They didn't even find a kid.
That's why you don't see Daisy Cow going through Virginia.
We don't go for it. You go to jail.
My sister lives
it's
in
like Georgia.
What's going on with Cam and Ellie?
You go to jail when we get time to come pick you up. Murder.
Miss Chewy said, please pray for Cam and Ellie.
Stop on by. You know, we'll make sure you know. We'll get you. We, you know, take a few days. You got time. You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Virginia don't work like that.
They don't.
And you want to get away with murder? Go to Tennessee. Apparently, you can kill people in Tennessee too, and you'll go to jail for DUI. But not
I wouldn't live in Virginia for nothing, y'all.
Covering up a death or any.
My sister lives in Virginia.
So I don't know. Georgia.
Still on wheels.
I was a serial killer. I know where I'd be lurking.
My nephew lives in Virginia. They're tough, man. You better not speed in Virginia.
We'll give you time to run. I said the same thing. I said, what the hell? I said, this is a mixture of Casey Anthony and Brian Laundrie all in the same case.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, Dolly. I agree.
You got the Casey Anthony killing. This bitch is trying to take off like Brian, and she did try to escape. This is what I'm hearing, guys. She tried to take off last night. Some shit went down last night. Why the media didn't cover it? I have no clue. But I do have a clue. Because they were involved in it. That's why they didn't cover it. Okay? Because you start playing parts in this shit and you ain't covering that on the news. Okay? Because you gotta remember, some of these people are waiting out there all night, they're sitting out there, and you think the things that you see us do on YouTube, the media's way worse. They way worse. They're screaming worse shit, they're running up on everybody. So you breathe out there, you got a damn camera in your face. Okay, so it's like.
Hang on just a second, guys. I want to address something. Miss Chewy said TM went up on panel and accused him of being wasted. He seemed off. They were crying sad. Are you talking about Tiffany Marie? How
Yeah, that's
dare
what
her? I cannot I cannot believe she would do something like that. That is so mean.
yeah,
I don't like her at all. I think we
that
all
is.
know that.
So according to Dolly, that they came and arrested the mom and they found the baby.
I no, he never said that. He read it in the chat and people said that he said that. Ellie are either too strict or not strict enough. Yes, Tiffany Marie. Why would she do that? What? I don't understand people, y'all. What do you think, Miss Chewy?
Why were they crying, Miss Chewy?
Tiffany Marie. That's why I wouldn't let her up on my panel. She got so mad at me, but I was like, hell no, I'm not letting her up here.
Daisy.
I wouldn't. I don't like her. She's very condescending and a smart aleck. And I was like, I'm not letting her come up here.
Hell no, she
In
ain't
the
coming
back
up on
chat,
my
it made her so mad. She went over and made her a video.
She made her a video.
She did. She made her a video about Daisy Cow.
Living reality.
Hell, that's when everybody made a video on Daisy Cow.
Daisy Cow.
There's
Hey,
Morbid.
I stayed with you the whole time.
You sure did.
I
Morbid
didn't
said,
give a damn.
Miss Daisy, just because I respect you, but just FYI, careful with the words you are using moving forward with the Kiely Rodni tragedy. There's legal implications. I hate to see you get thrown in the mix. Just FYI. Thank you, Morbid. I'm gonna drop after this today. I'm not gonna. We're probably not gonna talk about Kylie Morbid because it ain't gonna do no good. We just kind of feel like I don't know,
We,
my Morbid. I probably won't be talking about Kylie after this time. Even though
bless Lulu.
a lot of people that is. I say allegedly and I say thank you, Morbid. Looking out for you, Miss Daisy. That's all cause it's not gonna be fun for some out there. You never
Well, thank
know.
you. Thank you for looking out for her.
Yes, thank you, Morbid. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is important that
sad case, Morbid. It's a sad case.
it is important that we share that the things that we feel or think are our opinions only and
Yeah.
not facts.
Oh
Right.
yeah. I've said it over and
Allegedly.
over and over again.
We
Uh,
dive down rabbit holes
the
lots
rabbit
of times.
holes, and that's about it.
Yep.
So if the mom allegedly confessed, why? Sorry, guys. Let me go back and see what she said.
Why in the world has she not been arrested? Right. At least
And if they
for
caught her on
private
video
life.
footage, according to what Dolly said, they caught her on video footage of
Dumping him in the
yeah.
do you know that trailer park he was talking about? That trailer park is where they used to live, and her and her boyfriend, there's some kind of a stream or something in the back of that trailer park that they frequent.
You guys were my farm family, my fam from the start. So gonna look out. Thank you, Morbid.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
take
you.
heed. We
Morbid,
appreciate that. You can come up if you
we
want to.
are. We are your farm family, not were. We are.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. But
Yeah,
yeah,
this is hard. Little Quentin, it's hitting me hard because,
read
like I
that
said,
one
I
strange
would give anything to hear my little girl laugh like that.
right. But Dolly's telling the truth about Virginia. He said yes, yes, are. There you go. Morbid.
What?
We
Morbid
appreciate you,
fun.
Morbid.
We do.
Listen, Shake and Bacon said, look up Longview, Texas. Police officer arrested for going after a minor. What?
Hmm?
I know.
What does that
What?
mean? Bless Lulu said, if this would have happened here, the police would have been racing GTO, locked that mom up before the public got her. So I wonder why they're waiting. I wonder why.
Well, they only got one shot to charge her, so
Yeah.
they got to make sure they have all their ducks in a row.
Anne Frank said, yes, they can brick your electronics too. They did it to Dutch Sense, and he covers earthquakes. What does
Yep,
that
they
mean? What,
well, they can. People can.
what does that
People
mean?
who share truth get they hack your systems and stuff, and they did that to Dutch Sense,
And
who
what do they do?
hacked his computers and ruined all of his computers.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of
Who?
money in computers. Plus, his power got shut off. There was all kinds of stuff that happened with him.
Oh my
Who
Lord. Let's hear
did
what
it
Miss
happen
Chewy
to?
said.
He was somebody that does earthquake here on
Oh,
YouTube.
Yes.
Earthquakes.
Miss Chewy said, I moved from Virginia 6 years ago. I will never go back. I pay taxes on my taxes there. I don't blame you, Miss Chewy. I told my sister I'd never move there. She lives there in Virginia, and oh no. Oh no. You have to have like inspections on your cars and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a communist state, if y'all know what that means. So
Mhm.
Dolly knows. He lives there. I hope Leilana doesn't get away with like Brian Laundry, according to what Bobby said. Hello, Nora Woods. Hello, hello. My niece is a chef in the Navy and lives in Virginia. Does she like living there? Fried green tomatoes?
Did you drop your link for Morbid?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I
He
didn't know if
probably
you
didn't
wanted
want
to
to.
come up or not. Sounds like Texas. Hey, I'd much rather go to Texas than I would Virginia. Kylie's family and friends that were slandered were waiting for the final results to be made public before they pursue legal action against the horrible defamation they received past months. So, yes, FYI. Well, I guess morbid. I guess, but there is freedom of speech, and we don't know. I know you think different, morbid, on the case, but I do think there's a lot of suspicion, a lot of
Um,
subs,
I
and
want to
that's
know.
my opinion.
I want to know more about that guy who went missing, and then all of a sudden now it's hush hush.
She loves it. She feels safe. Well, that's good. Krista said, I left Virginia about 3 weeks after I got there.
Mm.
I'm sure
Okay, let me
somebody is
put no,
watching
go
the
back
house
out.
all night. My brother was in the Navy and I lived in Virginia for a few years. Um, I can kind of see that, like people like Jagger was attacked and stuff. But Sammy, she went out on YouTube, and when you go out on YouTube and you say stuff, you know, and you don't expect a reaction, so as mommy said stuff, and I understand where you're coming from, but in my opinion and in my God-given as an American right, if we have any anymore, I think there's definitely something suspicious in this case. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I understand where you're coming from, Morbid. I really do.
If we have any more.
Yeah. There has been some really ugly people has really come out and said some really bad stuff. What is Jinky's doing over in Dolly Visions and not even over here? She's over there in Dolly's.
You traitor.
Traitor!
Traitor.
Let's see what he's
Traitor.
saying.
So you GoPro footage. Oh, no, you want the footage from a camera. You don't want the footage from the
Oh, okay.
GoPro footage is like me just running
But
up on people.
I
You
appreciate
gotta remember,
you,
I got a good 4K
Morbid.
camera in my hand. And that video y'all seen on news of Leilani leaving, that's me at the vehicle.
Chief, not
if you look,
chef.
I'm wearing the black hoodie. You see the hand
chef.
pull away, you'll see the black hoodie on. Right? So, but there was another media guy beside me too. So that's me and another dude from like Fox or something. And but
Jolly, he said or something. He don't even know.
like
Lord,
to the
Violet.
past, like to the driver's side, right? We both ran up on the driver's side of the vehicle because the young girl was getting in on the passenger side, and we knew that wasn't Leilani, right? We ran up on the passenger side. That's when you hear, Leilani, what'd you do with your baby? You can hear bullhorn screaming in the back, right? But the dude is the one screaming. It's two dudes, actually. There's one dude and another dude, and they're the ones screaming. And that dude is from News 3, and the other dude is from
That's
Fox.
awesome, Rhonda.
I forget which channel he's from. There's a few different, like I said, there's some independent
Sounds like
journalists. There's
Dolly
people that
is
work for
definitely
Fox
boots
Publication
on the
out
ground.
here.
Oh yeah.
I do know this. Inside Edition reached out to the babysitter.
Oh.
Okay. So y'all will probably see the babysitter, from my understanding, and that's why she's not giving these interviews. Maybe on Inside Edition. Okay. So keep an eye out for Inside Edition on that one. So you got to remember, there's a lot of people out here that are some way or another connected with, this news network, this TV show, this and this. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What?
It ain't over yet. Okay.
Let's see what Dolly's saying.
Obviously not. Those getting out of jail, and see what kind of havoc we can cause.
So Dolly, I wonder how long they're
And
going to
how
stay
happy
there.
they were to have just a savings account, which is not much money in it. And let me tell you this: these people with very little,
Yeah, Krista.
they went out, they bought me water, brought me some coffee, a whole bag of shit, right? And these people were scrambling, and I felt really bad, but to hear their story and to hear how much they changed their life, they would have never been able to bless me with the waters and things back in the day, right? But if they changed their life, they could. And it's things like that are super awesome stories to hear from people.
I would, if I was able, I would like to do what Dolly and Betty does, be boots on the ground. I would take a little bit of a different approach because I'm a little bit more reserved. I mean, not saying, but like Summer's case, going to the prayer vigils and meeting people and finding out about Summer, like I did on her birthday and stuff like that. I enjoyed doing that, and I would love to do that, but unfortunately Daisy Cow's not able to do it. So
And Christine's too a chicken to do it, so.
No, Judith, you're here. You're not.
I'll call anybody though. You guys give me a phone number, I'll call it.
Christine will go to 1010 for us.
1010.
10
10 Hell Road. Can I help you?
Right. Well, guys, I've been on here almost 4 hours and we've talked it out and got a lot off our mind, I feel like, unless y'all want to add any more tonight.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Love.
No, but I just wanted to add that, her brother was living in the house, or at least staying in the house when the baby went missing.
That's what I heard too. Now, she does have a brother in prison as well.
Well, so he must have got. Oh, how many does she have though?
I thought they both had.
Yeah,
I thought they both had prison records.
Huh?
I thought they both. One was in prison and the other one had a prison record for something else too.
Sounds like they all got records.
Yeah, see, that just goes to show what kind of a household they lived in.
But my biggest question is, why would the mother serve them an eviction notice, have it filed with the courts? Well, they got served on the 16th of September. Why would she put those babies on there too?
I don't know. That makes weird.
No sense.
No sense. Yeah.
No sense at all to me.
Especially if she has custody, wouldn't she have to go to court and revoke her?
Yep, she would.
The parents, the mother wasn't even allowed to be around the children, leave alone be left alone with the children.
Yeah,
what was the reason behind that?
So you go to work out of town and just leave. Yeah. No.
I
And
wonder
David
why
said
she
it was
didn't be
because
around the children. What was the reasons?
because she beats them and there was meth found in little Quentin and the little brother or the older brother's bloodstream.
Was
Meth.
it?
It was
Wow.
meth was
Yeah,
found in their bloodstreams.
You know, and it's
I
possible it was in the babies too. They just didn't test for it.
exactly. You know what? I believe grandma needs to go to jail just along with mommy for leaving
Yeah.
those babies with them.
With an unfit mother. What the
Yeah.
hell?
You know, when they find that baby, it's untelling what they're going to find.
Sherry. They're still
Anybody,
the chat's still going on about 1010.
anybody that would put their little baby in a garbage can and throw him in a dumpster is a
That breaks my
horrific,
heart.
No,
cold-hearted person.
Zane is the older brother of Quentin and the little baby girl.
I
Yeah.
agree. I
He's the
agree.
3-year-old, right?
Yeah, somebody was asking in chat.
Yeah.
Who's
Combat
Zane?
Vet said he'd go to 1010.
Combat Vet's ready to go. Sherry's ready to go. Daisy
We're
Cow.
going there for Halloween treat. We're going there for a haunted house, y'all, to get
Mama
scared.
V.
Who?
Mama V. She's ready to go too. She ain't in here, but she normally is.
V.
I haven't heard from her either. I'll have to call her later.
I heard one creator say Grandma needs to go back to prison. Was Grandma in prison before? Let's go, Combat Vet.
Combat Vet, you got what kind of skills you got, Combat Vet? Because I'm a big chicken. I'll call anybody, but I don't want to be meeting you in person. So what kind of skills you got to protect us? We need somebody with skills for protection. There is a big old basement rat down there, just so you know. Daisy Cow showed it to us coming up the steps.
Yeah. Hey, Martina.
I had nightmares for 2 weeks looking at that thing.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Shoot. That thing wasn't no ghost. That was solid.
Combat said he's packing his bags.
Yeah, but I got to know what kind of skills you have first.
Say that she must have been. Exactly.
What'd they say?
She's talking about her being in prison. Hey, I'm from Philly. I was born with skills, Martina said. I got target skills. Bless Lulu's ghetto.
Yeah. We already know about you, Bless Lulu.
Okay,
gangsta.
she had a doctor's appointment today. Okay, I hope all is well with her, Miss V. We love you, Miss V, and we hope everything's good with you, Miss Veronica.
She's back in the hospital?
No, she just had a doctor's appointment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I have archery. Well, hang on. Let me see what he's got archery skills. I'm ready. Ooh, okay. You're going to do the whistle too?
Are y'all ready to end the live, or y'all want to talk some more?
Yeah, I just want to say though that anything that we've said in this live has been only our opinions, and they are not ever stated as facts.
Yes.
Right. The Kiely case or the Quentin case when it comes to our opinions.
Exactly. And we'll try to come back tomorrow. Unless Christine wants to continue on. Do you want to continue on with Christine?
No. You already got that you're doing.
Yeah, we get Sherry up here dancing.
There you go.
Sherry says I have my night goggles on. Bob said grand theft, possession of cocaine, prostitution. Those are the charges I saw on Grandma. I don't know if she was convicted or not. What? Guys,
Prostitution charges.
Good night, everyone. Miss Daisy.
Well, y'all, we're just gonna just wait. Y'all heard for this little baby. Praise for prayers for Kiely Rodni and her family. Prayer for this baby, for the babysitter and everybody. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about this further with Christine and Lady of Love. Join us again tomorrow.
Love you
Bye,
all.
everybody.
Bye, Ladybug. Bye, Daisy. Bye, Auntie Sherry.
Thank you guys. Thank everybody that come out. If y'all haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. That helps my channel grow and go further on. I love everybody. Good night, everybody. Bye.